Welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
Great.
A good Wednesday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports, presented by Sentinel Storage. Appreciate everyone for listening to us live on TuneIn, iHeartRadio, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, on Apple Music. Thanks to for those watching live on YouTube, or thanks to those listening to their podcasts, to the podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Gazzola with here, Jasmine Sadu, also in today, healthier today, so round of clicks for Jasmine, feel a little bit healthier. We're happy about that. Being sick sucks.
Way to miss your radio show yesterday.
Oh man, I had
kidding.
so much.
Bellzey on his way.
I'm kidding.
I like prepared for the show. I got the graphics and clips ready, everything too. So I really did not think I was not going to make it in. But I apologize, but you guys did such a good job yesterday.
Yesterday was fun. It was different.
It was
Considering the hiccups that happened.
well, we had two hiccups for that
Yeah.
one. So Eric jumped in, and it was absolutely fine. And Brendan on the other side, just laughing at everything for us. It's great. The EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada storage experts, more than 2 decades of helping Canadians through life's transitions. Find a convenient location nearest you at sentinel.ca. By Canadian, a Canadian storage provider. Right now until February 28th, it's 75% off 12 weeks on 5x5 units. I want to say lots to get to on the show today, because that's like the standard thing you say before every radio show.
Yeah.
There isn't. NBA, is the NBA back today? NBA's back today. We got the Scotties. Four Nations is until tomorrow. There's, I don't know what else is. There's men's basketball, but we can get into Champions League action. We can get into Premier League action, Aston versus Liverpool. So it's not a wild sports day today. But the beauty of the hang is we'll find something to talk about.
We always do.
That's what we do.
Yesterday was fun.
I had a great day yesterday at work. I'm not going to lie.
I love that.
Jay and I had a wonderful chat with Ed Hervey.
You did. I know. That was
I saw.
fantastic.
He had a couple of really interesting comments when he talked about the change of the team from last year to this year already. He didn't talk about, I improved this area, I think, or this area. He just went, yeah, I think the room's different.
100%.
Well, and like the players that aren't here clearly weren't the best in the locker room, then type thing. There's a reason a Gino Lewis wasn't then talked to and tried to brought back by the Edmonton Elks. I found that interesting. It was a great conversation. Go back to listen to it during the Reed Wilkins show if you want to catch up on what Ed had to say about his offseason.
I like the emphasis on culture, buying into a belief system. And every team will tell you at the start of every season that that's what they are trying to create. But this one has some legitimacy to it. Like, I'm sorry. And Chris Jones came in a bad situation where the Elks had their hands tied financially. The coach's cap was killing them. The board had made some terrible decisions. Brock Sunderland's run as the GM of the team at the end was brutal and put them into a bad spot as well. So they had to go out and get someone that could do everything. And Chris Jones was that guy, and he fitted to a budget. Now, what did he do? Not a lot of great stuff. And it didn't end well. The longest losing streak at home in pro sports history in North America, which is no small feat in the worst way. But you would see, and we sat here in this room talking about McLeod Bethel-Thompson being signed for $500,000 for 1 year when it looked like Trey Ford was ready to take on the reins, at least for the majority of the season as the starter. You had some hired guns like Gino Lewis. There were some good pieces that were there the last year or two, but there was no culture. And I know Hernan talks about how the players loved Chris Jones, but Chris Jones too, we have to remember, a decade ago, literally left the team that he just led to a Grey Cup championship, and the news leaked leading up to that game.
It was Grey Cup Sunday.
So
it was Gary Lawless on Grey Cup Sunday, I believe. With the
so
report.
if you're GM and head coach and DC, the guy that's wearing 3 hats is trying to sell you on culture, but he's the first guy out the door, it kind of rings hollow. And that's where the difference is between Ed Hervey and Chris Jones. And listen, Chris Jones is very successful. He will continue to be. He's a great football guy. I had no issues with. I thought he was very good when I dealt with him, but it is completely different. So it has legitimacy to it.
The culture part, it's such an easy thing to say for GMs and coaches in sports. We're going to change that. And any GM or head coaching press conference will have, we're here to change the culture. That's just the standard that is always done. No kidding. You want a better culture. That there's a reason you're firing. They always go to the culture. But when it comes to Ed and Chris Morris, they know what culture they want. We know what that culture looks like.
Yeah.
And Ed even yesterday talked about how we're selling some of these free agents about the life after football. What better guys to sell that when it comes to the city of Edmonton than Ed Hervey, who's from Compton, who now makes Edmonton his home, and Chris Morris, who's from Toronto, that has made Edmonton his home for over 30 years. Like they're the two guys to sell what culture that they want, what they expect, and what it's like to be part of this community. Yeah. And that's what's exciting about moving forward.
I'll add to the culture thing too. The attitude is different in a better way. It's a better attitude. It's a positive attitude. It's an attitude that has a purpose to it. Here to win. We're here to do it the right way. Buy in or get lost.
I'm glad you brought up the part of there was no culture before, because I was trying to find the right word with Chris Jones. They would go and sign the big free agents.
Yeah. Great players.
And Brock Sunderland did it too. He signed great free agents.
Yep.
But they didn't work for the team.
Right.
It's like the New York Rangers pre-cap. They never made the playoffs. And they spent a boatload of cash. You remember they brought in Jaromir Jagr, and they were bringing everyone in.
Eric Lindros.
And they never made the playoffs. They just tried to build an all-star team. But they didn't build the right team. And it's like the culture, I think, is what you're going to. And for years, Edmonton, they went to go Kenny Lawler. They got Geno Smith because they were the big names.
Exactly.
They didn't build the right culture with it, though. They just went for the names. And that's where it's a little different. Ed got names. Let's not forget that. But he got names, but with the culture that he wants. And he picked and like I asked him about the D-line. Did he mean to go specifically to go after the Toronto D-line, the core? Yeah. And he's like, well, a little bit, but not really. Like, I made my targets well before free agency, like who I would want. And I wanted this guy. And he said, I wanted Robbie Smith when I was in Hamilton. Jake Serezna is a guy we wanted no matter what. Brakeman, we think, is underrated. And it's just like, so it worked out that they all just came from there. And that's how it goes. So, sorry, Jasmine, I know you're not big CFL, and we started right into there.
Ticket holder, you're going to go to every tailgate. You're gonna
you guys are making me excited for it, and obviously I listened to all of EST and in your interview that you had yesterday, and I realized that there's such you talk about culture, and I feel like all the nasties and the fans are really excited for the new season, because I believe that there's a playoff run here that could happen.
I put a little sprinkle on a Grey Cup win. Did you? I put an Oilers Elks combo sprinkle.
Did you do that one?
I did that one.
And last we saw it was plus 9,700. What did
I get it at? It was like 1,800 or something. I got it really good. Or 13. Let me double check. I have to look in Coolbet, but
like 130 or something. Like
let me double check. Let me double check. Because we had it.
I think I got jaded. Well, I didn't get jaded. Jay did. It was plus like 9,700
right after Jay did it.
Okay,
when
so
you mentioned
probably around that same number. No, like Jasmine, it's one of those. If Trey can do it, if Trey is a quarterback, this team should be able to go on a run this year. And if Trey can't do it, though, they do have a guy who's gone and won a Grey Cup in Cody Fajardo that maybe they can go on a little bit run this year. How I would view it is, I think the Elks this year, we got to look at them as probably a home playoff team. That's what we got to look for, which is second in the West. I think next year, my expectation will 100% be a Grey Cup. Because next year, we will know who the starting quarterback is of the Edmonton Elks. The starting quarterback of the Edmonton Elks will either be Trey Ford or Cody Fajardo next year. Because it'll mean either Trey Ford has proven he's a starting quarterback in this league, and it's his team for sure, or he will have faltered this year, and Cody Fajardo will step up, and Cody Fajardo's a veteran, and it's going to be Cody Fajardo's team. That was the problem I had last year with McLeod Bethel Thompson was I didn't see MBT as the starting quarterback long term.
No.
I saw Trey Ford as a potential starting quarterback long term. This year, though, it's like I could see either quarterback being the long term solution. And, well, obviously Trey longer, but a 4 or 5 year solution for the starting quarterback of this team that could go win a Grey Cup. Didn't see that with MBT. Never saw a ceiling of a Grey Cup with MBT. With Cody Fajardo or Trey Ford, I could possibly see a Grey Cup. And that's what changes all of this. So this year, there's a bit of wait and see. Let's see how this team comes together. But at the very least, I think next year, my expectation will be, okay, this is what the team looks like. Ed will go have to make minor moves to just bolster this team. 2026, I am fully expecting Edmonton Elks to be competing for a Grey Cup. There is anything less than that will start being a disappointment in my eyes massively.
You have a great quarterbacking tandem right now with Ford, supposed to be the number one. I like that. But you got a serviceable, very good quarterback in Fajardo. And I know that was a 3-Down Nation put out the haircut he took, a couple hundred grand. But he's still going to be very well compensated. I think he can make up to like $270,000 this year.
The Elks quarterback situation is under 500 this year,
which is great.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. So you could have these two if Fajardo likes it here, if he likes the amount of reps he's getting, if he's comfortable with that. You could have them here for a few years, or if Fajardo thinks he's still a starter, which I'm sure he does. And listen, it's not like he was bad last year. He went down with injury. Montreal was playing well, and Davis Alexander stepped up.
And they had to make a decision because he was a free agent.
Exactly.
If Davis Alexander signed for one more year, he's a backup this year. Cody Fajardo's the starter this year in Montreal.
Exactly.
And then they make that decision after this year and make a move or something like that. This move doesn't happen. But where I could see Cody Fajardo possibly Winnipeg next year.
Yep.
If all goes
Good
well
point.
here in Edmonton with Trey, I could see Zach Glaros retiring.
Fajardo.
And then Cody Fajardo slotting it over there. So can't wait for agency.
The bet. I pulled it up. I went Oilers and Elks to win championships. Put $10. I got it at 9,700.
Yeah.
$980. And then I just put $10 on the Elks.
I almost want to
1,300 I got it at.
I almost want to go to the Cool Bet boys and be like, can you make that 9,702? McDavid, Trey Ford.
Oh,
do a little
clever.
Elks. Like it's not much, but give it that extra 2 and get people to bet on the McDavid, Trey Ford, Oilers, Elks combo card.
Get that good juju going.
I would, but it's Jay jumped on that one. So we'll see. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Me too.
As I said yesterday, spring's basically here.
One more day.
I agree with Maddie.
Thank you.
Positivity.
That's that case. Thank you for that part. That's what I was saying in January. You just got to think positive. It's just 6 weeks. Like you're going to get through this, no problem. But Bellzey wants to be like, no, you think it's going to be cold and all this and going
That's
at me.
exactly how he sounds.
Yeah.
too.
Exactly. And the part of this, spelt a little bit of coffee. Part of this, and I think he is here now.
Oh, good
actually.
timing.
Oh, Mr.
Speak of the
Did you
devil.
hear him do his impersonation of you?
Oh, it's going to be all cold and everything here. And that's you. That was you to me. Sean Bell joining us now, taking a sip of coffee. Do you see the forecast for the next few weeks? Do you see the forecast going into March? As I predicted. Oh, by the way, speaking of weather, round of clicks.
Oh, yes.
Happy birthday, Josh Clausen from
happy
CTV.
birthday.
It is Josh Clausen's birthday. He doesn't look a day over 30.
He is a good man.
He's only 35.
He is a good man.
Happy birthday, Josh Clausen. Sometimes he's listening to the show, which is actually like the hallmark of the Hangout for me. I don't think if it's good enough for Josh Clausen, it should be good enough for you. That should be the slogan of the Hangout.
Wasn't it Michael Jordan's birthday a few days ago too?
Yeah, but is that Josh Clausen?
Well, it's not.
Hi, Tom.
That ain't no Josh Clausen.
Good morning to you, Tom.
Thank you. Good morning.
Bellzey, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you, Matthew?
I am great.
Are you? That's good.
I'm having a good day. Good start of the week. Short week. We're just saying, I had a good day yesterday. We had a fun hangout. I got to speak to Ed Hervey yesterday. I always love speaking to Ed.
Does somebody have the flu?
She did. The Honey flu.
I do not.
Flu game.
I had a little bit of a cold, and this is okay. There's a coworker of mine who does not listen, and it's his fault. His germy baby is always sick, and then he gets sick.
Ooh, spicy.
And then I was working on something, and he offered me. He's like, "Do you need any help?" I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'm good." And of course, he goes to help me out, and I just all of a sudden I get a cold. So if you are sick, please stay home.
I will also say, because I'm stuffed up right now,
Uh-oh.
because I also have a coworker that does not care.
Yeah.
And this particular person will cough right in your face.
Is it Hannah?
We will sneeze. We don't use names right now because
I'll
we're
say
not calling
Hannah.
anybody else out. And it is outrageous. Anyway, here we are. Matthew, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you too? How are you today?
I've already answered that. I'm good.
Well, I just want to reiterate,
They're so chipper, both of them.
because there was so much venom as I walked in,
there was no venom.
and I just
pointing
wanted
out.
to,
You could hear your voice.
My what I said, and Big Uke saying, is it really prediction just to say, hey guys, it's going to be warmer near the end of winter? Yeah, you Big Uke, because these guys were coming at me. Bellzey was coming at me for it.
You
He
did
was.
say some outrageous stuff.
I did not.
When it came to the
I
weather.
said you get through January and February, and then March it's warm, and we're almost basically like
It's minus
we're
27.
almost through January.
Feels like minus 38, Matthew.
and I said it was going to be cold through February.
It's
But
gonna
it was a
be
short
warm
month,
later.
and we're going to go through it very
Yeah,
quickly. And look,
exactly.
what day is it today? It's already the 19th. We're basically done February almost.
Hey, all of Canada is cold. Look what happened in Montreal. with
And then
the
March is going to
snowstorms.
come, and it's going to be beautiful. And then, like the question was asked yesterday, is the cold snap? Are we going to have this cold snap again? And no, we're not going to have that.
Listen,
Did you just give her the side eye?
I
Yes,
did
you
give you
I
this
saw
one,
that.
What,
Oh, I love
which
it.
was the, well, like, you know, what happened to Montreal. I'm sorry. I don't live in Montreal. I live in Edmonton, Alberta. And I care about whether when I walk out my door, if I instantly freeze to death.
It's not that bad.
It is that
Really
bad.
not
I
that
was
bad.
outside helping Eric.
If
boost
anybody
his
tells me
car.
that it's
It
not
wasn't
that bad, it's
bad.
absolutely
have a car
insane.
You could. It's
starter.
not like as soon as you get outside, like, oh, it's so cold. Like a couple minutes, yeah. Then it
You
gets
could
cold.
throw water outside and it would freeze.
I don't
no,
find
that's
it-
minus 40.
I think it's all good.
Feels like minus 38. That is minus 40.
It's not minus 40. It's 2 degrees away.
Oh my God.
I would say it's frigid to quite frigid.
Water doesn't
Thank
boil.
you, Tom.
Water doesn't boil till 100 degrees. Do you think it's boiling like 98? No, it's 100. Science, brah.
Oh, yeah. You are
Oh, here we
on
go.
today. You are
Here
on.
we go. You're going to go to science
this
bra
guy-
comment.
Yeah,
hey?
science
Oh my
bra.
God.
This guy went up to my parents at the Funch Bill and says, I have a lot of questions. They told me about that.
Yeah.
Valid.
Valid. It is valid.
Great
Like, I
time,
need to
though.
know more about him.
Yeah. Why is he so persnickety?
Why is he such a heel?
I love how Reed found that word. Yes.
Did you really? Did you really do that?
Yes, he did. He went to my parents and he said that.
Oh,
Oh, Maggie's
love
parents
it.
are
Oh,
so lovely.
they were
They're
crazy.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're awesome.
My dad called. My parents made it finally to their cruise, but he was going to come out and he told your parents at the Super Bowl party that my mom and dad were going to come to it. And he's like, he called me to almost apologize, but it's funny. He's like, we were going to come out, but we're in St. Albert and that's on White Ave, and this is it was so cold. I'm like, we got this trip coming up. I'm like, nobody's mad. Relax. It's fine. We'll see you at the golf tournament.
Yeah. It's fine.
Okay, question for the group here, because your parents are going on a cruise. Or
They are
the
on
cruise
one.
that
They
they're
made
on.
it. Thank God.
Has
They
anyone
had a
in here been on a
disaster
cruise?
getting there?
Did they?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Did they have to go through Toronto or something? Or
They were supposed to go through Toronto.
Oh.
Everything happened the other day,
Yeah.
so their flight got canceled. Then they found a trip through LA. Then something happened with that one. Then they ended up flying to New York. And then New York to Santo Domingo instead of Tampa. They missed the boat out of the port in Tampa, and they got to Dominican and met the boat there.
that's a travel.
Oh my!
Or
Yeah, it
2
is.
days. But are you reading the Rip
You're
Van
kind of
Winkle?
getting lit up right now, which is great.
Oh, I don't care. Science, brah.
They're calling you bat blank.
They're calling me what blank?
Oh, the emojis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's mind
Iwanyk
over matter.
is bat. No.
Okay, I'm
It's
sorry.
not mind over matter. You walk
Outside?
outside.
It's mind
Go
over
walk
matter.
outside
It
and
is
tell.
fine. It's
Unless
Really?
you
Shooting
work,
up
unless
all
you
the
okay, like
time.
Survey
Really?
Brett, great point. Like if you have to work outside, it isn't that cold.
That
And I
ain't
also
mind over
said,
matter.
If you're outside for a couple minutes, yes, it's gonna get cold. But as soon as you step outside, it's not like, oh boy, run back
it's
inside.
Different
definitely
if you're
cold.
working outside.
Yeah, it's quite
The
unpleasant.
minute,
I
the
was
minute
actually
you walk
fine
outside, it was cold.
I didn't feel it like that.
Go ahead. You were going to read something. Interrupted you.
But
No,
sign
it's okay.
like there's a certain point. In Edmonton, it's minus
What kind
40
of
for
clouds are out
freezing.
there today, Matthew?
Cumulus clouds.
Are they cumulus clouds? I'm very
Prove
happy
me that
to
I'm
know.
wrong.
Well, I'm not. I'm just making sure that
Science,
you know.
brah.
I'm just making sure that you know.
Okay, I want to get into cruises. Has anyone in here been on a cruise?
No.
No.
Not yet.
Is anyone interested in going cruise? Because I'm not gonna
Yes.
lie, I am
Yeah.
fascinated by a cruise.
I am.
I'm not.
But I want to go on one without there's a lot of family cruises.
You want to be on like an adults one?
More adults one because they say when there's lots of kids and stuff, the cruises are not as
So Jasmine's not going on a Disney cruise.
No, I heard those ones are like kids screaming the entire time.
No thanks.
I know parents that chose other family-friendly cruises over Disney.
So I want to separate the two cruises because there's the there's the Viking cruises.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
that's what
are
I'm
like
talking about.
you're right next to the land basically, and
Gorgeous.
it's much more calm and quiet, and there's not really partying. And then there's the other cruises, which is full partying or
Mm-hmm.
kids things and stuff. I'm going to start with that cruising, the Royal Caribbean type stuff. I don't know why I'm fascinated, but there just seems so much to do that it does seem like it would be a
Yeah.
Yes.
fun time.
yeah.
They're little cities
Yes.
on a ship. It's unbelievable. I would love to go on one and just experience it. My My parents have been on a couple. I think they're third or fourth. And my dad's like, yeah, got the drinks package. And I was like, I don't know what that means, but great. Why didn't you have it before? I don't understand this.
I think because then you have to pay for drinks.
He's like, yeah, we got like 1,500 in drinks we need to get. And I was like, you can take care of that. You'll be just fine. And my mom too. She likes her wine.
I think cruise would be good to like I would like to go to cruise with my parents and stuff because everything is paid for. My mom went to Alaska last year.
Connor Halley went to Alaska once, and he said that was amazing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've heard that one's nice.
Yeah.
I want to do the one to Antarctica.
Yeah.
The only thing is there's a thing called Drake's Passage that you have to go through, which is like this rough water, which really could get you sick and stuff. But beyond that, like you can get to Antarctica, and I think that'd be so cool.
It'd
be pretty cool.
Is that the one Diplo DJ'd on? Because I want to go on that one.
I don't know who Diplo is.
I don't.
Well, I can't got that
You
part.
know what Diplo is. Don't
Diplo-
say that.
Diplo.
How am I supposed to
do
do-
He does a cruise. He DJs on a
DIPLO.
cruise.
He DJ'd on a cruise last year to Antarctica, and it was unreal.
Crazy.
I want the heat. Like, I want to stay where it's nice and hot. I know you can stay inside, but I just want heat. What are you giving me?
Then you could sit.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Nothing.
It was.
I fully agree with you.
Diplo
Yeah.
performed in December
I wanna be warm.
2023 on a week-long expedition to Antarctica.
Yeah.
Who's Diplo? What does he do?
Diplo?
Like, what's his
he also
best song?
Produces so many songs.
Has he done a mashup with Charlie XCX, my new favorite?
I know. I heard that. It's so
I am infatuated with. I thought she on Saturday Night Live she did both the musical act and she was the talent. I thought she was great. I find her to be very charming.
This is the #1 hit, their most streamed song on Spotify. Where Are You Now?
Wait, oh, this is with Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you know this one?
Wait for the beat
Oh,
to
Yeah,
drop.
you always gotta wait
Nice.
for the beat to
Click.
drop.
No, don't know that song.
Don't know that one either.
What song of Diplo should I know?
He's done so many.
Well,
You
yeah,
know?
that doesn't help me. Which one should I know?
You should know. I was gonna sing it to you. It's like
Start
Sing it.
singing, Jazz.
no,
Sing
it's
it.
like fire gun. Never mind.
Fire Gun?
No,
Okay,
no. Let me find it.
Give me
for you
the
now.
word. Just tell me the
There's
word.
so many Diplo songs. So
But
he
just
also
say the one word of the
produces-
lyric.
He also features
Okay, that's
Blow Kiss, Fire Gun.
Blow Kiss.
Oh, I know that
that
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I need somebody to lean on. Like,
it's
Do
that.
do 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 do. That one. is.
Lean
Well
on
done.
DJ
Nice-
Snake,
nice
Major
work.
Lazar. What is it?
Major Lazer.
Thank you. And M. Who's M.O.?
So I don't know. Probably
O with a line through it.
could be the
Swedish?
female singer in there.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out how you pronounce that name.
Ew. Ew.
Yeah, okay, back to
Okay, back to
cruises. I think they do seem like I would want to do like I think a week long
Yeah.
because there's I feel like so much to do when you see some of the videos of on there that I'd want to try a bunch of things. And it does. The only scary part I would say is if you ever seen the videos of the cruise at night when it's just looking out into the ocean.
Yeah, it's all
And it's
Yeah,
just
that'd be
black.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's creepy.
Yeah. There's a megalodon underneath you.
There might be.
Yeah.
We only know so much about the ocean.
I know that's
Right?
wild. Or like sharks.
And there's been like weird stuff coming up lately that people
Yes.
have found.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you go?
It's wild.
Would you go underwater in one of those like expedition things?
No.
No.
No. I know that one that blew up.
Yeah,
that
we're
was,
not-
that was scary, and it was,
That was
really
built in a
tight.
garage.
They had a PlayStation
yeah.
controller running
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I'm not going in that one.
Not
Like what
a
type
chance.
of like are you talking?
Like a submarine almost.
No.
No.
What about swimming with sharks?
Nope.
Nope.
No, I don't want to. Like, I'll never go scuba diving. I don't like swimming with like fish around me and stuff. It just
It is freaky, hey.
I
Like,
don't
you
want
know
it.
what's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're in a cage.
Nope.
Nope.
I don't know. I
Uh,
feel like lately I was like, maybe I would.
the cage is an interesting one because you are a little protected, and
Yeah.
if like we're not talking about Jaws gonna rip through this steel
Exactly.
stuff. I think they'll be able to get you up quickly enough if it's getting really bad.
Nope. They got a crank. Takes too long.
Fair enough.
And then you got Jaws munching on that thing.
Did you hear about the Canadian?
Hell no.
What happened to
Recently?
the Canadian?
No.
There's a
what happened?
Canadian that wasn't with a great white, but I think like last week or something, or this weekend or something. There was a shark she was by, so she tried going to the shark to get a selfie with the shark, and the shark bit both her hands off.
What an idiot.
Case in point.
Okay, but if you're a
And
shark,
point.
you're like probably like, hey, I'm cool. Just get away from me.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to take the selfie.
Yeah.
I'm telling you to get away. It's just okay. Bite,
What
bite,
an
gone.
Idiot.
Did it for the gram. Influencer.
Holy-
Yeah, that's not worth the gram.
No, it's
No.
not.
What about
Yeah.
okay? Would you guys have you guys bungee jumped yet?
No.
No.
Also, no.
Something
That's
really
a hard
That's-
no.
I want to do that. I just
Skydiving?
With skydiving,
No.
I would
Nope.
definitely do that.
Would you?
Oh yeah,
I just.
it's just I'm lazy to like book it and drive out and all.
I don't think I could jump
scared.
out.
I don't.
I think I could get up on the plane, but the moment I got to the door, I would just stand there shaking.
Yeah.
And somebody would have to push me out, but they're not allowed probably to push you out. So I'd be on the plane and land and just be like, yeah.
That was great.
Here's my money.
I had a great time. Yeah. Woo. Let's
Can I
do it
get
again.
a refund?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't personally see it like there's no part of me that's like, you know what? I'm gonna fly up in a perfectly safe airplane, open a door of a perfectly safe airplane, and then throw my body out that door.
And hope this parachute just
Yeah.
pops open.
Yeah, nope. I'm gonna fall like a brick.
But they strap you to a person.
We're gonna go down like a brick.
Yeah, we're going to go faster, aren't we?
No, thank you. Twice as fast.
Box Pounder skydiving is fantastic, and which is funny because his picture in the nasty chat is, I'm assuming him skydiving.
yeah.
It's somebody skydiving.
Yeah.
Also, Brandon from Windsor texting and saying, how about the Chilean person that was swallowed and spit back out
Yes,
by a
the
humpback whale?
yes.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
That's
No,
wild.
the ocean's too wild for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, there was another kayaker too in, was it New Zealand or Australia? I think it was New Zealand. He was filming himself and a great white came up behind him. And he's filming, he's like, oh, there's this great white. There's this great white. What do I like? And he just started going faster and faster. Like, he's following me.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I saw that. Yeah, when you could. Yeah.
And you can see the fin. It's like right behind him. Like, yeah, no.
That's
no.
terrifying.
no, thank you.
It is his Box Pounder saying that is him. So
There are 2 killer whales. I think it's somewhere around South Africa that are hunting great white sharks.
Yes.
Cool.
And eating their livers because it's
Annoying.
It's a delicious treat, apparently.
Dude, there was a story about killer whales, was it last year, the year before,
Last year.
that were hunting boats
Yeah.
and flipping them.
Yeah, pissed at humans.
Yeah.
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 And they're
wasn't that off the coast of Spain or something?
can't remember exactly where it was, but I'm like, okay, now these things are pissed at us. They're super
Yeah.
intelligent. They do wild things in nature, and now they're hunting us.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Isn't
good.
that
Because
nuts?
they're, I think
Land's
they're
nice. Being on land is nice. Where I can start running.
yeah,
Now, there's some
exactly.
things on land that will kill you.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
get in a car, I can stay
Yeah.
away from some of those things.
Yeah, I like my chances better on land.
So I take it nobody's whale watched before.
No, but that would be fun.
I've done it in Cabo.
You're in a bigger boat.
Yeah, and I saw like humpback whales right beside the boat, and then coming out flipping.
That's crazy.
It was-
That'd be kind of cool though.
It was to see this giant thing right in front of you. It was wild.
Until it lands on the boat.
Yeah.
Humpback whales, though, are very gentle, I think. They're not
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
they're not
Yeah.
the ones that, it's the orcas and
Yeah.
they're the ones that are coming at
There was a
you.
gray whale
Yeah.
there too.
They're
by
upset
the
about
way.
SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Let's be real. They're
Yeah,
upset
that's,
about Shamu.
that's 100%.
They heard about
Yeah.
Shamu and they went, okay.
Yeah.
I saw Shamu.
Free Willy was out there telling stories.
Great movie.
Yeah.
By the way, while I was watching the whales flipping, 2 of my friends were in the back just barfing because of the choppy waters. They like missed a flip too.
Yeah. I did deep sea fishing.
And they told me to shut the
6
hell
out of
up
9
and
guys
kept talking
puked.
about how majestic
Really?
it was.
6 out of 9. Yeah. I was not one
Bro.
of them. I almost did.
Barfing.
I say when it comes
Beautiful
to,
experience, right?
when it comes to the planet Earth stuff, I like the water stuff the best. I love when they get in the water
Oh,
and
yeah.
seeing what's in the ocean.
Yeah.
But I don't need to be that, like, I love being around water, but I don't need to go in the ocean fully.
No.
But I do want to be on a
But
cruise.
think
one
about
day.
it. Even when you're like in Hawaii, you have to be careful. Like even if you're sitting in the sand or going in, there can be sharks there,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I've seen like the smaller sharks in Hawaii. Like
And they're
this
not
one.
super nice sharks either.
No.
Just don't
Ti-
go
tigers.
just
Every,
one
there's
thing.
tigers everywhere there.
Yeah.
Don't try to go take a selfie with it.
Get your arms
Sharks
back.
maybe
my-
aren't exactly interested in taking a selfie with you.
Yeah.
Fascinating. The ocean, so fascinating.
It is. And then
Well,
that's why,
Duke
the
Aaron,
Planet
I
Earth
can't
stuff
read
is
that.
awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Planet Earth is great. And
Uh,
David Attenborough, do you know who his brother is?
Who?
The guy from Jurassic Park.
Oh really?
Yes, the professor, like the guy who,
Oh, he's the
what's the
main
character?
scientist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's David Attenborough's brother,
The
Richard
scientist?
Attenborough, from the very first
Like-
Jurassic Park.
Dr. or Mr. Hammond or whatever?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That is David Attenborough's brother.
That's cool.
That is unexpected.
Yeah.
Edmontonian in Ontario, aka the Edmontarian, says, I took a Disney cruise 17 years ago for our daughter. Don't go on this unless you're a Disney fanatic or have a kid. Last year, did a Princess Alaska cruise during the Stanley Cup final. Saw games 5, 6, and 7 on the ship. Atmosphere was fantastic. Drink package a must. 15 drinks a day per person per day. Did the over a couple of times, the Edmontarian.
Question
Very
on
nice.
that. So is it double count as 2 for those, or is it just getting the drink
right.
1?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Semantics.
Good question.
Well, that's where you try to take advantage of the
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
There.
If you're drinking throughout the day, let's just say you have like, I don't know.
15 drinks is a lot per day.
If it's like a beer.
You wake up, you start drinking at 9, you go till midnight. A lot of time. You're spacing that out nicely.
Yeah, it's a lot of drinks though. Like it
Yeah.
technically is.
But if you plan it, if you
Maybe it's a
stagger
good
it, I
thing.
think you'll be at
I
a
would
nice.
enjoy that.
I don't think
Yeah.
you get completely plastered if you stagger
Exactly.
it properly.
You like
Just
limit
buzzed.
yourself, right?
Yeah, and then you just
got a nice
never,
buzz the
you
whole
never
day. The whole
sober up.
day.
Well,
Yeah.
You just keep staying
And
buzzed,
you
and
probably
you're
have-
good.
They control like all the dumb idiots too, maybe.
That's
right?
true. Yeah. How you doing today? I'm buzzed.
That's probably the one thing about a cruise that I don't see it going very well, because people do obviously get drunk and some people can't handle their liquor.
Mm-hmm.
And there's always like, you always see these random incidences on cruise ships where it's like people are just tilting. Like, okay, I need to be away from all this.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if I'd like to go on a cruise.
Now, are the cabins like the rooms or whatever? Are they comfortable, spacious?
Yeah.
I like to have a little bit of room.
You gotta pay for the upgrade, right?
I've seen the
Oh.
TikToks. I've somehow got on cruise TikTok. It depends on some of the rooms. There are like rooms where there's no window, even, but they put like a TV that you could see outside, so it tries to simulate that you could see outside.
Yeah, like that's brutal.
The other rooms are a
Yeah,
little
I'd rather
bit.
be.
They're slightly a little bit bigger. They're comfortable enough, it looks like, but you're also not spending most of your time in there. You should be. That's there to almost
Yeah.
sleep or just to cut away for a little bit and then go
Right.
back out. You have to bring a lot of things though, like. You got to pay for like a Wi-Fi, and there's a lot of extra things. Like if you go, like the people like you should bring this, and this, because you don't get it in your room and you got to figure it out, or you pay for the full upgrades and get bottle service.
And from my understanding, I think there's like well-renowned chefs and stuff that are
Really?
on the cruise ship that you're actually getting. Like,
Good food.
Good
Good
food, yeah.
food.
Great shows.
yeah,
Apparently the shows are pretty good.
shows, rock climbing, all these like
You could
water
go go-karting.
slides.
There's
Go-karting?
go-karting. There's
Yeah.
a go-karting one.
Yeah,
Really?
That's awesome.
One of them has a go-kart track, so you can do that. There's you could hang over the edge, or there's like a little obstacle thing that you go through, and you're like over the edge. You're tied up. I'd do that one.
No,
You know what? I remember watching.
not risking it.
I remember watching 2020 a while ago, and they remember that episode was about cruise ships and whatever. Somebody died on it. So that's fine. Had a murder, but like
That's fine. Somebody died. That's fine.
but, like,
Whatever.
some-
Cares.
That's
but
cool.
the staff, they said the staff hooks up the most on cruise ships. Like the staff is like it's a big deal.
Because they're on there for like a year.
Yeah, and like they're,
Like they stay on that ship.
and
They
it's high STD rate.
Everyone comes off. Well, that makes sense. Everyone comes off. People come on. They're still on it.
Mhm.
So they just have each
Wow.
other around there.
Oh, boy.
Small quarters.
Did he?
Brendan had a
Wow.
buddy who was on one lifeguard, and they were on for a year and a half. That didn't come through.
That's crazy.
Is he crazy or normal still?
Do you love it?
He's both
Was he
crazy
this-
and normal.
Was he that going in, or did he come out that way?
Yeah, I don't think.
Okay.
Oh,
Mm.
so the staff just hooked up with each other.
See,
Yeah. All right. And the performers, like those dancers, are in great shape. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say that.
and my best friend Sam's an occupational health and safety nurse and stuff. So she's like she has to clear all those people to make it on the ship.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it can like affect their careers and stuff if they don't pass their health
Wow.
Bellzey,
examination.
what you laughing at?
Well, there's a comment in the nasty chat that I had a good laugh at
Who's?
from Cupid.
Like you,
Tommy likes dancing in cages at clubs. He thinks it protects him from falling in love.
well played.
Yeah.
Cupid.
And Tommy's sitting there innocently catching strays.
Cupid's been popping in. Yeah.
Just here to have a good time.
Oh, I love it.
I do want to say portions of this hour of the EST Hangout, they are brought to you by the Hive Product Marketing, official merch partner of EST, promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out, thehiveproductmarketing.com. It's Tom, Matt, Jasmine, Bellzey with you here, Brendan on the other side of the camera. Keeping everything on YouTube on track right there. Surveyor Brett's comment.
Yeah, I just giggled at that one too.
We're going to get the, I need to take a sabbatical for a year right away.
I'm out for a bit. I'm going to go find myself.
Oh, too good.
I want to go explore the Caribbean for a little bit. See you guys later.
Oh, man.
He's submitting his resume right now. Bellzey, have you gone into this? Are you like, I don't know, do you watch curling a lot?
I don't watch it a lot, but
Zach's gotten into it the last couple of days. Jasmine's gotten into it the last couple of days because of the fun spiel. Have you gone into it all?
no, but more than before, because obviously it's not nice we had the Grand Slam.
That was this past December, or was it 2 years ago?
This past December.
It was this, okay.
I find it interesting. I find it way more interesting now.
The women's game is better too than the men's right now in my mind.
Really?
It's more exciting, more entertaining, a little bit more mistakes, so it keeps you on the edge. Men are just almost too good to a degree.
That's fair. Very fair.
The women game is a lot of fun. Like yesterday, Anderson was down big, and the other Manitoba team just screwed up and allowed her to get 3 in one end and steal the win basically at the end. It was, well, not steal. She had the hammer still, but
like
it's fun. I love the Scotties week now.
There's so much strategy that goes towards it that I just find it. I find it very interesting now. So I could actually sit here and watch it because I'm like, oh, I kind of know what's going on now. Before, previous to obviously some of these events that we've been attending and hosting, I was like, well, what's curling? I don't have time for it.
You've been to 2 straight finals in the last 2 bonspiels.
Yes, I have.
I noticed that.
Well,
it wasn't the championship final.
Right.
It wasn't the
B final.
It was the B final.
It's a
Just
final.
want to throw that out.
It's a final.
Technically,
it wasn't the toilet bowl.
They got the trophy. Mike, the Michigan fan, and his team got the trophy.
Yeah, but it's been fun. I don't know. Like I just, I'm enjoying it a lot more.
It's been years since I covered one. But when the Brier was in town, I think, or was it the World Championships? Might have been both. I went. The media room has beer.
That's the best.
It's you can't take it out, but they have a fridge and just grab a beer, have a drink. It's like that doesn't happen at media rooms.
But they have like competitions after the competition. So what I found out via the Grand Slam is that there's like karaoke competitions, and all the curlers will go do karaoke, and like there's a champion of the karaoke. Like these guys party hard.
Oh yeah,
it's hilarious.
Oh yeah, they the Briar Patch is very famous. I don't know what the patch is called for
so
Scotties,
much fun.
But I'm actually like, it's been so long since Edmonton held a Scotties or a Briar,
true,
or a Worlds. I don't know if we've ever had the Scotties actually, but like it used to always go to Rexall, and now I don't know if Kate's group or someone wants to give up that month in March.
Probably not
to get the Briar here, but I'd love if we can get the Briar back or have the Scotties here. It's a lot of fun.
It's a great time,
especially these 2 weeks.
I could see us trying to make a play for it. Sound nice.
Too small for Briar, but big enough for Scotties.
Yeah,
that's what it would be.
Yeah.
The men's game does get just a higher attendance generally. And if you go to the markets that they're in, it's generally the women's game is at a little bit smaller rinks.
Surprisingly rowdy crowd.
Curling?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not surprising to me.
Well, from somebody that has never been part of it, I'm like, never thought this would be so rowdy of a crowd.
You had to help break up.
I had to break up 2 fights.
Yeah.
Actually, one fight for sure.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
The guy tried to push another guy down the stairs. So that was fun. And I'm just sitting there. So it was actually, we did a pre and post, and I did it from the summit.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden the waitress comes up. She goes, I know you because you're here all the time, and you're kind of big and scary. Can you help break up this fight? I was like, okay, sure. And then the minute that happened, I started walking back to my table, and another waitress who was new, she's like, there's 2 guys over there that refuse to pay their bills, and they're pretty drunk, and I don't know what to do. Can you help me? I'm like, I guess I'm a bouncer now.
Oh no.
So let's go.
I would be terrified seeing you come up. Like, I don't want to see Bellzey mad.
I said that to Bellzey I said that to you too, eh?
What's up?
Like how people want to scrap, like, and I was like, but if Bellzey was there, I'm like, I will not scrap Bellzey.
Hey, how many career NHL
I'm probably
fights?
going.
I said that to you at the point. Yeah.
NHL fights, none.
You didn't have any?
No, but I probably averaged about 5 a year.
Okay.
I tried to get 5 a year until I went to Europe, and then I was like, I'm not fighting anymore. Getting punched in the face is really not that fun.
Why would you
hurts,
want to fight in
It
Europe?
stings.
You're there
I
to
did fight a
relax
couple.
little
I
bit.
did fight a couple times in Europe, but
They were asking for it.
well, the one it was like we were up 5-2, and we break out of the zone, and our guy gets his head taken off with the dirtiest elbow I think I've seen in a long time. So I'm like, okay, that's just auto shed moment. And then there was another one. I can't remember what happened, but I'm just like, why? Leave me alone. And he's like, no, we're fighting. I'm like, okay.
Leave me alone, he
Yeah.
says.
Beat him?
I did,
Yeah, okay.
but it
Beat
just
his
made no
ass.
sense. I respect those, like the tough guys, because that is one of the hardest jobs ever.
Mhm.
To have to wake up from your pregame nap knowing you got to fight another guy, and he's like, could you imagine fighting McIntyre?
Nope.
No.
You throw cinder blocks, and like when we had Mac on, he's like, I tried to hit you as hard as I can to hurt you so that you knew like we're not doing this again, and you don't want to do this again. Like what a
That's
mentality.
Well, but that's also I get
It's
that
smart.
mentality because
Yeah.
that's where, like, yeah, you're gonna not do something stupid next time you play this team or
Yeah.
in the rest of this game. If I've hurt you, because you're gonna go, well, I don't want that again.
Yeah. No, thank you.
So it hurts.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys gotten hit in the moneymaker?
I don't think I ever got punched in the face.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I think ever in the face.
Didn't feel good. You should have seen the other guy. Got him a couple times too. Actually, I only had a couple fights in junior. It wasn't
Yeah,
fun.
It's not
But
that fun.
you get riled up and do it.
You do.
And you just say,
And every
"Yeah,
now and then
whatever.
you just get in these moods. You're like, you know what?
I'm gonna fight this guy.
I'm
tired of you.
I'm going.
I'm tired of you. yeah.
Yeah.
Screw this. It happens.
Good times.
Do you think there'll be some scrapping tomorrow?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think it'll be different type of intensity.
There's a different meaning to it.
Yeah.
This is now for the championship.
Oh yeah, because you got to have your head in the game. And,
Why? Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like, but if you're Matthew Tkachuk, do you really want to be sitting for 5 minutes?
Nope. Is he going to play?
Oh,
Yeah. Sounds like both Kachucks are good to go. Matthew's good to go. The whole thing with Quinn Hughes has been funny.
So
Sanderson's gonna
what's
get sick.
going on with that?
Yeah.
So yesterday, Mike Sullivan, for whatever reason, went to his media podium and said, Quinn Hughes is on a flight to us. And everyone's like, well, why is Quinn Hughes coming? Like, no one's hurt. He can't practice with you guys. What's happening here? So everyone started the conspiracy that somebody's going to get, like Sanderson probably is going to, you know, actually, has anyone seen The Sopranos in here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know the episode where Syl is taking Adriana out, you know, to end her?
Mm-hmm.
There's that. Somebody said that was Mike Sullivan taking Sanderson to the practice yesterday because he's going to get hurt. He's going to be taken out, and then also Quinn Hughes. But then all of a sudden later it came out, Ellie Freeman had Quinn Hughes is on the ice for Vancouver Canucks practice, so he wasn't on the flight
Oh.
because he didn't want to repair. Somehow they're in Boston. The Canucks are in Vancouver right now, but they're going to Vegas, and they didn't want him going Vancouver, Boston to Vegas if he wasn't going to play.
Yeah.
But he also wasn't skating. He was non-contact, I think.
Yeah.
when he was skating or something
Yeah.
like that.
Weird.
So now my conspiracy is Mike Sullivan talked too soon. They were planning on today or something
Pushing
going,
Sanderson down the stairs.
hey, Sanderson's sick. We can't have him. He's not going to be available. We need to call someone up. Quinn Hughes gets flown in, and then he plays because they're looking to
Baseball
bolster their lineup. But this was now a way like, oh, we're not going to do it. But there's still, it's fluid. America's trying to cheat.
That's right. Bad
It's
chow
fluid. Sanderson, watch your back, buddy.
They're trying to cheat, trying to do whatever they can to make the Americans have an easier time to win this. The finals in Boston, they're going to try to change the rules so Quinn Hughes can get into this lineup. The guy's not there this entire tournament. They're going to airdrop him in because they're having some issues. We're having some injuries. Canada didn't get that option. They had to have more people hurt to get people in. But no, we're going to bend the rules for America. Piss off, America.
Wow.
It
Well,
is
that
in,
Bill
it is
Guerin's
in
an
America.
idiot, by the way.
Bill Guerin?
He's
Why?
a moron.
Why?
He made this whole thing political. I thought hockey didn't want politics, but he went on Fox News yesterday thanking Donald Trump for the 51 state comments, saying this has given us inspiration.
Oh no. Make us look weak.
Hilarious. I honestly hope for the Americans that they win
Why?
because
I don't.
all the talking that they've done to lose in a final and having to eat your words would be very tough for them.
Good. Screw them.
I agree. I don't disagree with you, but I'm just saying, like,
What kind of take is this?
every single time they, like, you go on to Twitter, X, it's like, we now dominate the world in hockey. And I'm like, man, you guys better win this game.
That's why I want them to fall flat on their face.
So do I.
You beat Canada in the game that didn't matter in this tournament for the 2 meetings. You could only meet twice.
I thought you just said you wanted them to win.
I know, for the sake of like all the nonsense they've been talking,
Right.
that they better win. I don't.
Oh,
want,
they better win.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't want
you
them
said
to
I
win.
want them to win.
No, I'm just saying. I hope they win because all the stuff that they're gonna have to walk back.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild. It's every single time I'm like looking through it. I'm like, oh, okay, now you dominate hockey. Oh, okay. Here's where it went
They are
wrong.
pretty
Like,
good.
Bussin' with the Boys basically just came out and said Canada messed up because you allowed the Canadian players to come into the States. They saw how nice the American cities were. Now they raised their families there, and now we have all these hockey players. Canada's done.
This is a new thing for bussing with the boys. What's bussing with the boys?
Two football guys.
He was, Will Compton was a quarterback for the Titans.
Yeah.
I can't remember the other ones. With
Taylor
like-
Lewan.
Do they know the NHL's 100 years old?
He was a tackle.
Yeah.
Do they know the NHL's like 100 years old? And like Canadian guys have been playing down there for 100 years?
It doesn't matter. Like I said, they've been talking
This
so
is
much
now
nonsense.
a revelation.
So much nonsense.
Read a book bussing with the
I will
boys.
say this part. Canada is in the best spot for tomorrow. If Canada loses, we just say the Four Nations doesn't matter. This was a one-off who cares tournament. We get to say that. And if we win, we get to be like, ha-ha, we're still the best. See you in 26.
Yep.
Well, it drew 10.1 million viewers across North America.
Yeah, it did.
Isn't that crazy?
They'll get more tomorrow.
I think 4.4 were Americans alone. Which
Yeah, it was 4.7 or something.
Right.
Was Sportsnet or something. Then there was RDS
Yeah.
or something like that.
I found it interesting
Or
too.
TBA.
Because Tommy, I sent you something just on Twitter as I was driving in, listening to you guys talk about it.
You did?
Yeah. And it was PK Subban.
No, you didn't.
He was on Get Up, Instagram. Check it out.
Oh, on Insta. Okay.
There you go. Talking about, because obviously the basketball had their All-Star game.
Yeah.
And how like everybody mailed it in.
Confirmed.
And then all of a sudden he gets on and starts talking about hockey and the difference between how hockey is played with passion and you have to play with emotion to, play this game. You can't just airmail the game. And I'm like, okay. I think there's a lot of yes, I agree within that. But at the same time, I'm sitting there being like, man, we watch a lot of guys airmail hockey games in the middle of the season. So you can't like just rip basketball because their all-star game isn't great and they don't care as much. Like the NHL did a really good thing by switching the format up, obviously with this Four Nations, which created more, attention, emotion, so on and so forth. But like, let's not pretend that when the NHL guys were in the all-star games that they didn't mail it in.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
And
100%.
remember Kucherov last year?
Awful.
I will say, I would say NBA players probably, they have the load management. They mail it in a lot more throughout the regular season than in hockey, but it happens in both. When you get to the playoffs, no one's mailing it in.
100%.
For both sports, either sports.
Yep.
I also don't like this idea that hockey has figured out the All-Star game.
They stumbled on this.
Well, but they also it's not like, okay, one of the reasons Four Nations was great. One is players cared, but two, we haven't had best on best NHLers go at it in 9 years.
It's a perfect storm.
It was a perfect storm. It's like, we're not doing this every year.
Right.
Like if hockey has its way of what I think they want to do, which is Olympics and World Cup of hockey.
Yes.
Olympics on an even year.
Yep.
2 years later, World Cup. 2 years later, Olympics. 2 years later, World Cup. Okay. You doing a Four Nations in between all those? You going Olympics, Four Nations, World Cup, Four Nations, Olympics, Four Nations, World Cup, Four Nations. No, we're not. We will get tired of international hockey in that level, I think, a little too soon.
It might actually create an appetite for the All-Star game because it's every couple of years.
It'll be, yeah.
No.
It's so more of a novelty.
So hockey, I don't think has figured out the All-Star game unless they choose to bail on the Olympics and instead of the Olympics does a Four Nations. So you go Four Nations, All-Star game, World Cup, All-Star game, Four Nations, All-Star game. But I think people would be pissed that the NHL then isn't at the Olympics.
Yeah.
So
You need to be at the Olympics.
I don't think the NHL stumbled on a new all-star format because I think we're still going to have an all-star game.
Yeah.
Or you need to do something.
Bellzey's right. It is the perfect storm. I mean, the geopolitical climate, where it's at. This is great hockey. People give two craps about it. The players do, which is important. And it hit at the right time. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be a Four Nations.
Do you think the political stuff plays into it way more?
For this tournament?
Yeah.
No. To Saturday, yes, and to tomorrow, yes. This is going to be the most politically charged hockey game probably since 72.
He got into it with
Especially
Luke Wilson
Trump
the other day.
That's because Luke's an idiot.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
Nice.
Luke called me racist for saying the booing was peaceful protest.
You're racist.
Because the booing is a peaceful
I'm
protest.
going to come across this.
I'm also a Nazi.
Really?
Yes.
According to Luke Wilson.
For defending Canadians' right to boo things. And I also run a bot farm.
Oh, yeah?
All the people that were replying to those,
I'm
I was
learning
running
so much
bot
about
farm.
you today, Maddie.
We won't go into all that one.
I just had to push that one.
But
I'm
would
actually
say
curious to know more
tomorrow
about that
is-
conversation because I don't know how you guys feel about the booing, but like
I get it.
I don't.
get it.
I'm not going to tell you you're crazy for doing it.
Yeah.
Like the states is
Go for
threatening your sovereignty. Like so I don't even
and
understand that.
disrespecting our
Yeah.
country.
So am I going to boo you? No, but I'm not upset at the people booing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two sides for me is I'm fine with the booing. I probably would boo.
Yeah.
I'll say that right off the bat.
Same.
I'd probably be the one booing straight up. But the other side to this though is I will also defend when it comes to the sovereignty of a nation. I will defend any Canadian's right to peacefully defend ourselves unless we get to an act of war. Like that's
Yeah.
a different thing. I'm not going to go fully into that. If that is, then it's not going to be peaceful anymore.
Fair enough.
But right now, to send a message of why we're like, do not threaten our sovereignty, I will defend any Canadian's right to do it how they seem fit.
Yeah.
And if they think booing the national anthem's the way to do it, go for it. That got attention in the United States.
Yes, it did.
And I don't care, America could try to spin it however they want, but they're now seeing that if Canadians are pissed, then they'd have to go, why are Canadians pissed? And there are some Americans that are said, they're going, it's our fault. Like I totally get it. And there are some that are just angry with Canada now for it, but
For standing up for ourselves.
right, but it's
Yeah.
if like we're not
Stop.
we're not traveling to the US for the most part. Like they've seen the numbers drop. We're not buying as much American.
Yeah.
There will be those protests that are going to have an impact on America. But that's not public enough that it gets seen down south.
Mm-hmm.
But so that's where I will always defend a Canadian's right to go do what they want for that. I just like with Luke Wilson, where I got pissed with him, and where I'll go into that one with it is he said nothing prior to the sovereignty of our country being threatened. And then he comes out and he says he doesn't agree with the booing of the anthem. And I don't care about that part. It's then he started making fun of Canadians by doing it because he posted a video of booing gas prices and booing a gas pump. I'm like, do not mock Canadians right now for being angry when you've said nothing about sovereignty. So what I would like to see from those type of people is I disagree with the booing, but here's why Canadians are doing it.
Where was this on
Explain
Twitter?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they went back
Yeah,
and
they went
forth.
back and
I gotta watch that.
And that's like if you're gonna have 145,000 followers, at least especially American followers, because Luke Wilson played in the National Football
He's
League.
Super Bowl champ.
Stand there and say why Canadians are pissed off. Say you disagree with the booing. Sure, like
Yeah, sure.
start with that. You have every right to say Canadians should not boo the anthem.
Yeah,
I have
you
no
can- you
problem
can
with
have
people
that opinion, 100%.
Absolutely, but then don't sit there and not explain why though Canadians are pissed off when it comes to the sovereignty of our nation.
Can I just point out one thing with the booing? Canadians are doing it while standing and removing their caps, by the way.
Classy.
Did we not think of that?
No,
Like,
that's such a good point.
right? Like
Yeah.
they're not sitting in the seats. They're standing and removing their caps and booing.
I like it. It's sending a message, and Trump's probably going to be there tomorrow, which I think is really great for publicity on a positive side for hockey. Right?
God.
I know, but it is.
Get that
right?
media
It's
And-
not.
out of there.
I disagree with that.
Okay.
I don't think it's great for publicity. Why is it great for publicity that Donald Trump's there?
Well, there'll be more people watching hockey. Maybe they'll like it.
Just read Commander and Cheat, and you'll know all you need to know. Great book by Rick Riley. Great writer.
They're not going to just all. They're only going to like it now because it's now like hockey's going to keep showing that they're more conservative and doubling down on like that like, with what Bill Guerin has said. Like that's the only way. Like Donald Trump being there. Look, I don't think we're going to see a lot more hockey eyes. And I quite frankly, I don't want hockey to grow if it's because of him.
Mm.
I'll say that. I don't care.
He calls it ice hockey. He doesn't give two iotas about
He's
hockey.
still the president of the United States. He has all his eyes on him. Maybe it's still good for the market.
While he's threatening our country?
No,
Like, I don't care about hockey over the sovereignty of our country.
I understand.
That's where hockey doesn't matter to me at this point.
Yeah.
If you're going to continually call out our country and the future of our freedoms, that's where I'm going to have, I don't care if I don't want him there.
So I'm sure there's a lot of Canadians in Boston that have flown or driven over to watch.
Dusty's made it.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see if they'll be booing too. I know you said probably not, but what if? What if Trump is there and then they do boo?
Boo what? The American anthem?
Yeah.
I don't think there'll be a lot of Canadian, like, it'll be a pro-American crowd.
I think there'd be
Yeah.
fights in the stands.
Yeah, there could be.
It is the
you're gonna-
city.
yeah.
Boston
It's the
likes
city
to throw
you're in.
down too.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm.
I'll be fascinated to see what Boston does towards the Canadian anthem. I'm
It'll be
expecting
booed.
booing.
Do you
Yeah.
think they would boo us?
I
They already,
so.
why wouldn't they? We booed them.
Yeah.
We're not the ones disrespecting their country.
But
Unless
now
booed
we
the last
just,
time.
and in
Okay.
some of their eyes, now we just did.
Yeah.
So
This stuff here is interesting.
Are you?
What are you
seriously
reading?
Just reading
I'm
it? Oh.
I'm fully invested right now. Tim Peel, the national anthems are to pay respect to
Oh, Tim
people
Peel's just an idiot. I'll go after
who have
Tim
served
Peel
and
any chance I
sacrificed.
get.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I know
what
that.
it
I've
is.
seen that, which is hilarious to me.
I have no problem going after Tim
He's
Peel.
a special guy.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone has love for Tim Peel up here.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you're right.
I get it. If they feel they want to boo,
Go for
I-
it. Go for it.
I'm
It's fine.
Go
going to
nuts.
fully understand that.
yeah.
And there was a little bit of booing of the Canadian anthem against Finland. It wasn't allowed, but there was booing.
But
Yeah.
stand up
But I
and take
understand
off your
that.
hat, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's the most respectful booing.
That's right. I just want to point that out. I'm like, nobody's sitting down. Everyone's standing up and they've removed their cap and then they're booing. And they're not booing the performer. They're not booing a 15-year-old girl. Like, it's to people that just go in and look at it that way. It's like, come on.
That goes back to the NFL protests of that Colin Kaepernick had of the kneeling, that people were like, well, you're kneeling the anthem. It's like, no. The protest isn't about the anthem.
And a military
It's just-
vet actually told him to do that.
Yeah, and
Because it
that's
still
the same.
pays respect to the people that serve the country by kneeling. Anyway, I don't need to get
But
into that.
that's where the
conversation,
booing
'cause that
comes,
one's like-
is that it's not about the anthem, and
Yeah.
it's not about the team necessarily. For some, it kind of, because of Bill Guerin's comments, I've seen like it's changing for some that they're maybe booing Bill Guerin a little bit there, but they're booing the threats against the sovereignty of Canada.
Yeah.
I must say, like, before this Four Nations tournament started, all of us were like, oh, but I know personally me, I was like, oh, I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
I do care now, I think, because of the intensity between Canada and USA. But I think I'm more so impressed with, like I said, like the viewership and the numbers, and like shows like Pardon the Interruption and Around the Horn, making it like their headline news. Like that's the first thing they talk about before they even talk about the All-Star game. I thought that was pretty amazing.
Rich Eisen went on a nice spiel about it. And I mean, I got a lot of time for Rich Eisen. He's a great broadcaster. You're right. Like it's caught and it's taken everyone's attention.
Yeah.
It's not just like an odd like fascination. It's taken people's attention, which is
Yeah.
great for the game. But
Great for
some of it's like crappy reasons, but
them.
it is what it is.
Go ahead.
No, you please.
This is the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, live on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports. We're live on TuneIn, iHeartRadio, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, on YouTube, as well as thanks to everyone listening on the podcast, wherever you get your podcast. Coming up today, we do got Lock Shop. Dusty Huss, and I'm assuming Jake will be on the show today, live from Boston. They've got the Lock Shop. Oil Stream, Tommy and Hernan today. EST Afternoons, The Reed Wilkins Show. That's all to come here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Bellzey, Jasmine, Matt, Tommy, Brendan, the intern, on the other side of the glass. Portions of this hour are brought to you by Lloydstad Insurance Brokers, who are the proud presenting sponsor of the EST Fun Spiel. Lloydstad.com for more information if you're looking for business insurance. Connect with a fellow nasty, Kevin Bondel, who can help you out for that. We've gone through Kevin for a lot of our own insurance and stuff, so be sure to connect with Kevin. They're also the big winners of the EST Fun Spiel. Almost nice catch there, Brendan. I'll just get you to catch them and stuff. See if we can, how many we could catch in a game.
This text, I kind of chuckled at. It references Shoresy. I don't watch Shoresy. I've seen some clips. Too much hockey culture. I need to take a time
Need a
out because
break, yeah.
we're immersed in it, right? So anyway, the text says, that Shoresy episode where they play the USA team, Canadian anthem was played on a recorder, and the US anthem had an amazing singer. That's how they always do it down there. I remember,
You're
like,
not wrong.
oh, well, they're like, especially in the minors,
yeah.
but you go to games down in the US and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, they bring the kid out to sing the Canadian anthem, and then they bring a star out for the US anthem. And you're like, what the hell happened there?
Oh,
Yep.
that's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
I'm proud that Shoresy has got it. Like, it's got an American following too.
Yeah,
following
it's a
Letter
clever
Kennedy, which is
written
it's not a
show,
show
yeah.
for me. I haven't watched it, but it's nice seeing Canadian shows make it
Yeah,
bigger.
of course.
Again,
Yeah.
it's cool that like it's like Hulu or something. I think down south, and it's a big deal down there, which is
And it's Letterkenny, Jared Kiso, and
Yep.
the best is one of our bods, friend of EST, Jonathan Torrens. I love his character in Letterkenny, Noah Dick, and his wife Anita Dick,
Oh my God.
and they're Amish.
I forgot their daughters' names and stuff.
Chastity and Charity.
Oh my God.
Great sequence.
Good
I always
stuff.
send that like 2-minute clip when they introduce Noah and Anita Dick to the audience. It's a great like back and forth.
And yeah,
And-
here comes the nasty chat.
Yeah. And at one point, Noah Dick goes, Anita Dick speaks up and he goes, Anita Dick, please. Just great writing. Great writing.
no.
And Anita Dick is played by the lady from The Walking Dead that played Rick Grimes' wife, Sarah McBride? Something like that. Anyway, she's great. Great writing. Hilarious. If you need a bit of a respite, go watch it.
White
Too
Lotus.
funny.
Did you watch the first episode?
I did.
I did too.
I will say this. I think most White Lotus fans. Why'd you change the theme song?
Yeah,
Like, why didn't they
yeah.
just have the same theme song, but like they did in season 2, add a Thai flair to it? Why did they completely get rid of that? That was a banger.
Yeah,
It
it was
wasn't.
like signature for the show.
What's this show about?
Oh, it's
So the basis of White Lotus, because they're on season 3, is a bunch of vacationers head to the White Lotus resort of that locale
In Thailand.
and you follow their
yeah.
stories.
Yeah.
And also, somebody dies in the very first scene. You don't know who's dead, and then they flash back and they do the whole week. And you
Yes.
try to figure out who's dead and
It's
how
like a
he died
murder
and stuff.
mystery.
yes.
In a sense, it is, but it's also like you go deeper into it into these things. And then there's the themes to the seasons which have come out. Season 1 theme was very much about social class and money, I think. Season 2 was very much about sexuality. Season 3 is about spirituality and death, apparently. That's the theme of the series.
It was a chef in the
it's-
closet.
Well,
with a
and then,
knife.
I don't want to spoil anything. If you haven't watched White Lotus and you plan on watching season 3 right now, just turn down your volume for like 5 minutes. There was, and if you don't want anything spoiled from the series, turn down your volume for like 5 minutes. I'll go like give you a thumbs up on YouTube if you could turn
Spoiler
it on.
alert.
If you're on the audio stream at like 10:13 or something, you could turn it up. So anyone okay for a little bit of spoilers from past?
Let's
I've
go.
never seen White Lotus.
Okay.
I only
You
know
have
about it.
to.
Jennifer Coolidge's character was a continuing theme from season 1 to season 2. Her and her husband, Greg, were the only two that carried over from 1 to 2. It was a brand new cast for season 2. Season 3, a character from season 1, Belinda, is back in season 3.
Ooh, spicy.
Greg is also
Yeah.
in season 3.
right.
But for the most part, it's a brand new cast. So there's a very, like, you could just start watching season 3 or season 2 without seeing the other seasons, and you'll follow along for like 95% of it.
But is there callbacks that you need to know?
No, it's like the majority of the show you'll understand.
Okay.
First season was Hawaii, second season was Sicily. This season is in Thailand. Apparently there's a fourth season. Well, the fourth season has been approved. Apparently it might be in Norway. People have always been wanting a winter one.
Yeah.
What have you made so far?
I thought that family was really weird. I think that.
Have you read about what the people think? that
Yeah.
family-
Did you? I couldn't help
Yes.
myself. I would really wanted to know.
Well,
And then
one person says they're going to cross a line that only one other HB show has ever done before.
yeah, with like Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like that incest stuff, but I feel like that middle child has to be adopted. But that is really weird.
What is White Lotus on? Crave?
Crave in Canada. It's
I have
HBO.
I think I have.
It's
Crave.
HBO.
Okay.
Game
of Thrones went at that theme very quickly in the series
Yeah.
too, by the way.
Again, that was like the back in the day when they're trying to keep their bloodline, saying they weren't like there wasn't science. So
I'm fascinated by the three women because
Yeah,
they
me
hate
too.
each other.
okay,
They hate
as
each
a
other.
woman, I am very fascinated with that too.
They
But
clearly
that
there's
one-
an issue.
She's like that one outcast, and she doesn't feel pretty or successful or whatever.
And
case
the other
is.
one's jealous of the actress.
Yeah, and they keep
I'm fascinated by those three.
yeah. What's their story?
And then it's
And then you read that the main one could be dying, like the actress.
oh.
Yes. This
See,
is
I don't even
you
know.
guys gotta get.
Well, they
one
think- but
episode.
it-
No idea what's going on. Right?
It's
So how are you doing, Tommy?
I'm great.
no, it's I watched season 1, it was great. I'm like, hey, get me season 2. And then it's been over a year since season 2 was released. So it's like great to have this. And Lost of Us is coming out after that. But it's-
Yes. Looking
We'll have to
forward
keep
that.
updated on
We will.
on the show. There's going to be White Lotus recaps here or something. There's
We should.
Bill Simmons does. I don't know if you know Bill Simmons. Yeah. Okay. He has part of his Ringer thing. They have a thing called the Prestige TV podcast where they recap certain TV shows. Him and 2 others. They do one after every White Lotus episode. I'm halfway through that one for the week.
Okay.
It's really good.
I will.
They have nice thoughts. They talk about it's a good one as a recap.
Okay. Thanks for okay. We can do a thumbs up. I
Yeah,
guess.
we can do thumbs up for the audio listeners. You still
Thanks
got
for letting us talk
2 more
about
minutes
that.
until they
Wait,
turn
I
it up.
actually because I was obviously under the weather. I didn't want to watch it, but I was like, I gotta because I really want to talk to Maddie about it tomorrow. Since I won't see you till next week.
I can't wait. The next 7 Sundays. I'm in Mexico for a couple of those, or for one of those. So I'll have to.
Just sneak a little brag in there, hey?
No brag.
Just a quick
Subtle
one.
brag.
I don't have
I'm
a
in
break,
Mexico.
but I need some help.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I'm going to Victoria tomorrow night.
Oh.
And I'm gonna miss
Going home, huh?
I'm gonna
That's Vancouver.
Yeah, I know, but close enough.
My uncle owns a luxury condo there on Bear Mountain. I want to check it out because he's out of town. So it's his vacation house. Anyways, I don't know why I said that. So I will be missing some
Also a subtle brag.
of the. Yeah, it kind of is because this is why I'm going to Victoria. Because who goes to Victoria? Like
Apparently
boring.
it's amazing.
Yeah,
Boring.
it's supposed to be
No,
super
apparently
nice.
it's
I've been
great.
there a few times
Great
back in the
golf,
day.
apparently too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be raining the whole time.
That's that area, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, but so you're going. So what's
So
your conundrum?
my question is, give me foodie suggestions because I even went on Reddit and it's just kind of the constant.
That's
same
a statement. You said my question is give me foodie suggestions.
I'll get you
Yeah,
that.
that's a statement.
Wait, so you're just looking for suggestions to do in Victoria from
Yeah, like where to
Edmontonians?
eat. Where to eat because I went on Reddit and they kind of gave me the same 3 or 4 restaurants. But like, if anybody has something that they can actually tell me that they tried.
I got you.
Okay.
Do you know somebody?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank
Of course
you.
he does.
Because I know it's kind of late to make reservations, but I'm still gonna try to.
You've got tentacles everywhere.
Yes.
Because there's like I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to it. But
You
whatever.
you're not looking forward to the luxury condo that you're going to.
I'm gonna. Yeah. I know I'm trying to take
Sorry, it's
advantage.
not
We have
good
some
enough.
family coming from Atlanta and stuff, so thought we just take them.
Just go to Vancouver. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I'm sick of Vancouver. But yes, let me know if anybody's tried anything good in Victoria, and it's very overpriced. It seems like the food there.
Big Uke wants to know: does your uncle know you're checking out his luxury apartment?
Yeah, my uncle's on. It's his vacation home. So this is why I'm going because he always like buys real estate and sells it. So I was like, well, I want to check it out before he decides to sell this down the road.
That's fair.
Right?
Sure.
Yeah, he's not in
Yeah.
town, so he's gone, think to India shopping or something.
So outside of just restaurants, what do you plan on doing when you're there?
Well, it's raining the whole time, so it would have been nice to golf on that mountain that I was talking about. But
You golf?
yeah, I suck though. Remember,
Oh yeah.
Welcome to being a golfer.
Yeah, we all suck.
I'm a rookie.
Pair you and Cubbish together,
Oh boy. Look out.
just hack up the course.
Could you imagine them with Murray?
I played with Murray. He
That
was my
would be
partner.
unreal.
Yeah, they were in the same because Mop needed an extra.
Murray's good if there's one bad golfer. But what happens if there was 2 or 3?
Well, he walks, so he'll just walk away from you.
Yeah.
This
is true.
Don't walk away because you might get hit with a stray.
Well, really. You think Zach's gonna hit him with a stray?
Yes. yes,
just-
they do.
it's just gonna
I
roll.
might even put a little
You think
sprinkle
it's
on
gonna
that.
get up in the air?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't.
Because he might actually hit that one And as Murray's walking away, being like, this guy can't hit a ball.
Poor
He actually
Murdoch.
connects and it puts it right off his rib cage.
Ugh.
Sorry, Rip City and Jen Cool and Penner's Pancakes are talking about Yellow Jackets' new season. I can't wait to watch that.
I've heard good things about Yellow Jacket. I've also heard it's
Great
very
show.
wild.
It's
You guys
so
watch
good.
that?
watched it.
It's kind of cool.
No, I watch, well, not a lot of TV. I have, my shows are White Lotus, Last of Us, which I've been waiting for. And actually Euphoria, which they've started season 3.
The Bachelor started.
I don't know if
Oh,
there's been-
And apparently Dune 3 is being started.
Yes.
They're starting production, or they're getting ready to do Dune 3.
That's right, in the summer.
Wow.
Today is going to have a funny, or a busy, I saw a tweet today, like it's like 3 straight major projects she's in.
Who? Sydney Sweeney?
Zendaya.
Oh,
Oh,
Zendaya.
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 Oh, it's going to be all great. Yeah, has anybody
Interesting.
started the new
Very.
season of Yellow Jackets? If so, you guys let me know. Like, should I get into it right away? Is it really good? Because sometimes newer seasons can be kind of slow. And it's like, I'd rather just watch Cobra Kai. New season for that too.
I've never watched Cobra Kai.
Easy watch.
It's I've got
It's a
Scotties most of
mindless
this week.
watch.
Yeah, that's the thing. You just pop it on. You can still be on your phone or do stuff, right?
And the Reacher season 3 starts tomorrow, and I've never seen that one, but apparently that's a huge.
I
That's a
heard.
really good series
I
for
heard.
some people.
Yep.
It was. We're coming. We were supposed to be weeks away. Jasmine will know this, and others will know this. I think Penner's Pancakes might be one. We were supposed to be getting ready for Big Brother Canada, but it's canceled, and we're not getting it.
What
So
happened?
Oh, they
Happy
canceled it
Nancy's?
because Global sucks, and they
Yeah.
tore down the house already. So I have to wait till summer for a Big Brother.
Or Amazing Race.
Never watched Amazing Race.
Are you on it?
No. But they asked again.
They asked again?
Again?
That's like the
And you
third
declined
time.
again?
I didn't answer this time.
Oh.
Oh, come on. You got to do
Let's
it.
go. Let's go. You and I.
I can't right now. That's
You
my
and I.
problem.
I guess so.
You and
My
I.
What a
kids are too
handful.
young.
Yeah,
We could
kids
go
are too
together.
young.
It'd be fun.
I think we could do this.
Sorry, Tom, you're out. Could you imagine how must see this TV would be? Because we would be
We'd be-
chirping.
we get all the TV
we'd be
time.
chirping all the time each
We
other.
hate and then as
Yeah.
soon as someone turned on us, we'd
We'd
go
be
at
attack
them.
mode.
Like what? You
Yeah.
kind of no? How dare you?
Yeah, nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Ouch.
Nobody.
Nobody chirps Maddie except for me.
Exactly.
This text just came in and said, let's be real. Big Brother Canada wasn't great anyway.
I disagree. Big Brother Canada is better than Big Brother US now. Big Brother US has not been as good, and Canada showed that it was better. It was messy. It was nasty. It was great. Big Brother Canada is way better than US.
Yeah, it's so much better.
It-
Can I also...
Never mind. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, Jen Cool asked about Love is Blind. Sorry, guys, 1 second. This season of Love is Blind, I love Love is Blind. This season
No,
of Love
really?
is Blind is like way too much like conversations between
Okay.
the couples, and it's so boring.
But has anyone
Like,
seen
let's
the
get to
clips
it.
of Temptation Island or whatever it is from Spain?
Is it with a guy
And that
running
Montoyo
with a guy
or whatever is,
Yeah,
and just
all in Spanish?
has anyone seen any of
Have you
those?
guys seen
No.
this clip? You
This
should pull
guy
that
is
clip
watching
up.
his girl.
Oh,
just-
I did
Yes.
on Twitter.
And you have to understand.
Oh,
the
it was
thing.
wild.
Yeah, you have to
That
understand
dude was playing the bongos.
You just have to
Yes.
see
Yeah,
his
that one.
reaction.
And then there was another, and then there was
What? What
flipped
am I
on stuff.
missing?
You're not
Yo,
on Twitter
Tara, you
apparently
gotta
because
watch
this
this.
is
Man,
blown
you
up
got to
social.
get on
Yeah.
Twitter. That was the most.
This
I
guy is
didn't even
getting
know what.
pulling
destroyed
it
by
up.
seeing so many different videos, and then also there's like a reverse and like
my
what am I looking
heavens.
for? Montoyo or something. Is
Dude.
it Montoyo? Okay, while you do that,
That
the official
was
drink of the
insane.
EST Hangout, which you might want for White Lotus this Sunday. It is the Finnish long drink legend in 1952, a drink unlike any other sparkling refreshment, real liquor, longdrink.com/Canada to enter a postal code to find a liquor store or an establishment nearest you with the long drink. Oh no, this is ridiculous.
Montoya.
Montoya.
Yeah.
Montoya. It's the tweets that you will see, the videos, like
So was that his girl?
apparently.
Yes,
There is no way you're going back.
that is no doubt.
Tommy saw it.
That's trauma. That's like
He's playing the bongo with her cheeks.
Wait, can you send that to?
No, we're not putting that on screen. We ain't putting that on screen.
So he's watching this happen.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
go back and they get clips of what's
As
happening.
you know,
what?
It's different in like countries which they air, right? And like this is what they air in Spain. Like we wouldn't see this in North America.
God.
You
There's
could just
another
see his
video I
heart
gotta show you.
ripping in pieces.
And you're watching it with other guys?
Yeah,
Well,
so you
they're-
look
oh
like
my
a
goodness.
you look like a tool Your girl's
Well, like, what can you
cheating
do?
on
You agree
Well,
to
he
this.
rips off his shirt in one thing and runs away into the ocean.
That's like the
runs
worst
towards the
thing you can
villa where they're doing it.
The worst thing you can do. I'm going to rip my shirt off and then run. Oh my God.
Zach's or Trev, sorry, he's taking some videos of us.
Who's this lumberjack in here?
I need to find some other stuff because there are some
Of
wild
course, the day that we're like kind of
videos
like
here.
not
That's
our best.
insane.
And then it was reversed. Like there was the girl who had to watch, and I don't know, like she's crying all over the place, but then she's seeing stuff happening.
Did it to him.
I don't know if it was her. Oh, yeah, he got revenge. So she's all crying because they then eventually see them going at it.
That is insane.
Oh, there's another video I got to pull up on this I don't know what's going on in this show, but it's like they've
What's
redone.
the name of the show?
Temptation Island.
I think it's
Oh, man.
La Isla de las Tentaciones.
Oh, man. That even sounds way better than the American version.
so,
Insta
it's
watch.
so sexy.
That's a good try.
Come here for a quick second.
Whoa, why are you asking Hernan?
I want Hernan to read this. Read this hashtag to a microphone.
Go into Bellzey's mic.
Las Islas de las Tentaciones. That means Temptation Island.
But did you see how he
Very
said
That
nice.
sounds
You
so
said it.
nice.
Oh,
That's
very
why you
nice.
asked Hernan.
That's
That,
good.
that was
He knows
sexy.
He knows how he's going to read
That
that.
was sexy.
Yeah.
Latino
for you.
heat right there.
Thank you.
Man.
Oh, I got to find this other video.
I really
for
wish
Tommy
we could
here.
have played that clip, but yeah, it's pretty
No, I'm
raunchy.
not playing that clip.
I don't think it's appropriate.
Don't worry, Maddie's on vacation in the next few weeks, and Tommy and I will just have to rip it up.
Oh, man.
Well, I'm here next week still, so
Man.
you got to wait another week. I got to find it. I'll find it after. There's something else that happened that it's just like whoa. Oh, are we off? Is the audio stream not working? Oh, there's no audio.
No.
Oh, go back to the YouTube, or go to the. Sorry to all those listening on air. You shut down the YouTube, so our audio
Way
stream will come
to
back.
Go, Brendan. Because you wanted to watch Los Islas de la
We
Tentación.
Should be
Right,
back.
I just got a sudden
correct
urge to
play.
like
You got to
pull
press
clothes
play
off
now.
after Hernan said that.
To everyone listening on the audio stream, apologies.
Everybody's all hot and bothered. Yeah.
Brendan got very excited.
Oh,
accidentally
man.
shut down the audio stream for you, so we apologize to everyone on the audio
Hopefully, you
stream,
guys
but we're
heard
back.
Hernan say it though.
No,
I
funny.
hope so too.
Yeah.
Well done.
No,
The-
I'm glad we
The
got
intern got all nervous after Hernan
No,
started
he wanted to
talking.
play it on the air.
Oh my God.
It was.
okay.
hot damn.
I don't know what they do things differently. It's great. It's fun.
It's great. Yeah.
I've enjoyed that.
Montoya. I'll have to watch that with sound.
Yeah. And it's just like you could just hear
It
his
actually
heart
might be
ripping
better
apart.
without sound.
Yeah, you don't know what they're saying straight
Doesn't
up.
even
That's why
matter
you
what
could
they
just
say.
see the
Don't even
clip.
worry
Like
about it.
maybe Herdan could translate for us,
Yeah.
but beyond that, you're not gonna understand a single thing they're saying.
Okay, fine. What if just let me listen to it, okay?
No, I'm just giving you the heads up.
All right.
Man. Good
No, I'll try,
stuff.
to keep, I'll try to keep update on that.
Chris Johnston from TSN.
Oh.
Jack Hughes says he's been texting with his brother Quinn about whether he'll join Team USA at Four Nations. Quote, I know it's an interesting situation. We'll see what happens.
Great. Thanks for that tweet. Useless.
No, they're rigging this. They're going to get Quinn Hughes there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, say they do really quickly. Quinn Hughes is one of the best defensemen in the NHL, one of the best defensemen in the world, great player. He was banged up and injured and ruled out. Like, how effective will he be if he plays tomorrow night?
I want Alex Pietrangelo to come. Maybe he'll come now.
That would be like
We should add him. We should. If they get to add somebody, we get to add somebody.
How good?
Hell,
would
bring
Quinn
us
Hughes
Logan
be?
Thompson now.
We could dive so deep into this one.
Let's dive.
Because I keep seeing after Canada lost to the US on Saturday, so many people, this is why you need Evan Bouchard, a puck moving defenseman.
Oh my goodness.
And listen, I am an Oilers fan now. I'm officially
played for the damn
I'm
team.
officially an Oilers fan.
Okay.
I want to see the Oilers win for the city of Edmonton because I think it'd be great. And they have the two best players in the world. But I'm also a realist. And I watch particular people play.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand analytics. But my eye test says, wow, what a circus defensively. And so now, if you're going to take Circus defensively into the best on best, what is that going to look like?
A disaster, to put it nicely.
I don't understand. Like, that team's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not trying to discredit Bouchard.
Yeah, I
at
want
all.
more Thomas Harlett. I'm just kidding.
I'm not trying to discredit him at all. He is a good defenseman,
Yes,
but he's not playing that well this season.
correct.
So I'm not going to change those words. Please don't change those words. He is a good defenseman who's not playing that well this season.
Valid.
Can't do that.
Can't do that.
For people that want to preview above the Four Nations, they're doing a documentary. Do you guys hear about this?
No.
Okay, so the NHL is releasing a 2-part documentary about this event called Four Nations Face Off Unveiled. So it's kind of like a 30 for 30, but not a 30 for 30.
Sweet.
Airs
That's
tonight
cool.
at 8:30 Eastern time.
Tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Just an
Striking
Hype-
while
hype
it's
it
hot.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to put my energy out there to hype it up for you guys.
Thank you.
I got hyped up for Love Is Blind.
Temptation Island.
Right?
Yeah,
Whole
new
Spanish
levels.
Temptation Island.
Okay, but then even to this, Tom Wilson now is the new hot player on the street. We need to bring Tom Wilson in because he can play a certain way against the US.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but that was for the first game. This next game, is it going to be the same?
I don't think so.
Bring us Zach Hyman.
I'd still want Tom Wilson, though, over a couple of guys.
Who?
Over Mitch Marner.
Fair enough.
I would want him over Konechny at this point.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But okay, so Mitch Marner, from an eye test standpoint, you're saying that Mitch Marner is a better player than Wilson. You actually are. It's tough
No,
to
I
say
said
that.
I want, in this
I
scenario,
know
I'd
in
want
this
Tom
scenario
Wilson.
you're saying that, but if you're the brass of Hockey Canada
Right.
or Team Canada,
One guy's a 100-point guy, the other one's a 60-point guy.
and you're like, okay, well, I want the 100-point guy because he's a better player.
yeah.
So
Don't get me wrong. I still think Mitch Marner's a good player. And I know he's frustrating to watch. It's funny listening to Jake Bull and Moss complain about him on the Lock Shop. I get it now. But I still think there's value there. And the first game proved it, where he scored that overtime winner.
yeah,
He can do that. There's so many good players on that team.
there really is.
Brandon Hagel is now basically a Canadian treasure. Right? Like
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
the fight, the quotes.
So okay, so Rip City.
Mhm.
Do you honestly think Bouchard would have helped on Saturday?
Rip City's comment, Canada needed a D-man who would help break down the U.S. defensive structure. McCarr will help. Is that the comment you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really think that obviously McCarr, losing McCarr was a massive loss for him.
Huge
Yeah,
loss.
day and night.
And so him coming back is going to be fantastic. But even if you had Bouchard, like, would he have helped?
But Rip City's not asking for Bouchard. He's saying straight up he wants McCarr.
Oh, yeah. That's 100%.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
So SGA, he parted from his agent, basically fired his agent. And I think he wants to represent himself.
Who's that again? Sorry.
SGA.
Oh, Shea?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And you as an ex-player, like, what's the beauty of having an agent? Like, people do represent themselves. A lot of football players do that too. Their moms will be their agents, right?
Yeah, they just know the ins and outs of the business. You know, how does cap work and how far can you push and relationships? So having an agent's good, but I mean, if you're Shea, it is what it is.
Yeah, so he's up for Supermax. So
Yeah.
there's
$300.
no negotiation
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
He's going to get the money that he's going to get.
Yeah.
So he's moving on from his agent. So he saves I think I saw yesterday, it's like maybe if
Three-
it average at 3% or something.
yeah.
So he's saving like $9 million or something
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
on this deal. He's also keeping representation for marketing. His agents will help with marketing, but he's keeping representation to get a marketing deal still.
But they'll charge an extra fee for the marketing. So it'll be like 3% for your contract, another, let's call it 5% of whatever you get from a marketing standpoint.
You're saying if you had a regular agent with the marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's going to save all the money when it comes to his deal, but he still has somebody to look after the marketing for him.
Yeah.
And then like the one thing he'll need is still a lawyer probably or somebody to look over the contract.
And that's a big piece of it too, because then a lot of lawyers have that business background or the law degree, and so it's just easy to write it off, look it over, boom, done. So,
Whereas if you're a different player, that I would guess the agent with the, as Bellzey with the connections and stuff, they're going to talk with all the GMs and they're going to try to negotiate you the best price. So if you're just a 6-man type player, you're going to want someone probably to protect, to go have those conversations. But when you're Shea and you're getting the max, there's no negotiation.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like, does McDavid really need representation?
Right.
In the NHL, I think you do, because there's no supermax.
Right, but there is a max.
There is.
So
but
McDavid could go and be like, I want the max, and the Oilers would not say no.
that's fair.
That's what, like, if he wanted to, he's like one of those few players, like, I guess no, he'd be the only player that really could sit there and be like, this is,
That's fair.
give me the max. Or he's going to sit there and be like, yeah, no, I want the max, but I'll take $1.5 million less.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Duclair might be the only guy in the NHL that doesn't have an agent. There's a few more guys, but he's one of the top guys.
There's certain NFLers, I think, that it's been announced that they do it.
Or their parents do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to be an NHL certified agent, all you need to have is essentially one player making a pro contract or getting a pro contract. Because when I moonlighted it as an agent, that was, okay, we have a couple players in the draft. As soon as they get drafted, if they get their pro contracts, then you can now be an NHL certified agent. So.
What is it? This one text, actually, they found this funny. I want glass breaking and Jim Ross saying, oh my God, that's Quinny Hughes' music. That would be funny. This other texter, this is Raider Jesse. 1,000% Bouchard helps this team. The team's biggest problem was transition game outside of goaltending.
Okay.
Bellzey doesn't agree. This is the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada storage experts. More than 2 decades of helping Canadians through life's transitions. Right now with 75% off on those 5x5 units that ends on February the 28th, which is next week. And that's 75% off 12 weeks of the 5x5 units. A Canadian storage provider by Canadian Sentinel.ca.
Oh, good toss.
It's not as forceful. Reminder, we do have the Heavy Hockey Showdown coming up March 15th down at the Downtown Community Rink. We're raising money for the Sexual Assault Center of Edmonton, which is SACE. We are raising funds. If you wish to donate and help Team EST, go to edmontonsportstalk.com. It has HH Showdown. Click that. It takes you to our fundraising page. Any dollars you can help support us raising money for SACE would be greatly appreciated. We'll see if Bellzey joins us.
I'll try.
I know.
Yeah.
You push us over the top for the win. That's all I'll say.
I don't back check.
You really don't.
That's fine. We need a little bit of scoring.
You really are.
If we start off with a nice lead, we're good.
Okay.
I think my brother will play back,
Great. Then I don't have to play defense.
and he'll put them up there.
Yeah. I'm interested.
We have
So we need to get
It's
you
all
there.
dependent on my playoff game
Yes.
and then obviously Hello Hockey.
yes.
Well, there is an option to broadcast from there if you guys wish to.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna talk to you about that.
Yeah, I'll let you know when
throw that
I
up
find out my schedule.
Is it outdoor or indoor?
Indoor Downtown Community Rink.
Yeah, by the
Oh,
arena.
nice.
next to Rogers.
Yeah.
So it was a fun event last year. Nice little show that came up to it. 2 games. There will be an EST crew that comes. I know VR is coming. Big Uke's coming this year.
Excellent. It was a
So the
good
big
time.
group.
It was
So
a well done.
What time's the game at?
First game starts at 11.
Okay.
And it goes 11 till 2.
Okay.
It's 2 games.
Yeah, it's broken up
Yep.
into 2
Okay.
2 mini games almost. I can't remember how long each game
They were
goes.
good. I think it was 2 25-minute halves or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, it's
Did we do 3 periods or was it 2?
no, it was like
2 halves.
I feel like it was 2 halves per game,
yeah,
but I don't think they were 25 minutes long. They were 220s.
something like that. It was
Yeah.
good. It was a good event. Well done, and it
was long
raises
ago.
funds for a great cause, obviously. And didn't they lose an event for SACE that was in support
Actually,
of SACE?
they're so SACE. There's a couple of Oilers women out there fans that did an event and they canceled it. But I saw recently that they're redoing it.
Oh, okay.
They actually relaunched it, but for a PWHL game. They usually did a watch party for an Oiler game.
Ah,
But they
I
might do
see.
it for a PWHL
Okay,
game.
that's
Okay.
great. Good.
So,
Did you watch SNL 50?
no.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Attaboy.
It was good.
Did you?
I did not.
Okay, it was good.
What'd you want to say about it?
I just wanted to see if you guys seen it. Coming from a person that loves SNL and watches it every week when it's
I
a
saw
new
some
episode.
clips on TikTok. That's
Now-
my
Yeah.
extent.
I watched it, I think on Global, but I didn't see the very, very end. Did Dan Aykroyd or Chevy Chase show up?
Dan Aykroyd wasn't there, nor was
Jane Curtin,
no. Who's the guy? Why am I forgetting his name?
Yeah, there's a
Garrett.
No, he does Stefan.
Bill Hader.
Bill
Thank you.
Hader. That's right.
He didn't show up either.
Yeah, I Bill Murray being there, the other girl from the original cast. I know Gilda Radner and obviously John Belushi passed away, but it was cool. Like a lot of great callbacks. Nice to see like them integrate together. I saw Chris Kattan. I loved the Roxbury guys.
Yeah,
I
he's
loved
funny.
the movie. A Night at the Roxbury, as ridiculous as
It's a
it
sad
was.
story.
Kattan?
He was on a Celebrity Big Brother, and there's something wrong with him. Like I think he had a neck
his
injury
neck
and stuff,
is messed up.
and he's not the same person.
Yeah.
and it's like it was very sad watching him.
Yeah, you could tell like he's a tiny little guy to begin
Just
with. But
it looks like he's just in constant pain and
Yeah.
stuff.
yeah, he's had some major issues, but it was good to see him there. I thought it was great. There was a lot of stuff about
Yeah.
it. I thought it was fantastic.
There's like I didn't really love the first. Like the monologue was good.
How long did it go?
2 hours.
it was like
It was a 2-hour show then.
yeah, I
and they
think
had a
it was
red
even
carpet
longer.
before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I like the SNL is 1/3 an hour 30.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how long this one went.
I thought it was like 3 hours
Was it 3 hours? Maybe.
because I watched.
Oh, it was
I was
3
like 2.5
No, you're
hours in,
right.
then it cut out, and I was like, "What
Tommy's
did I
right.
miss?"
It was 3 hours.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
The first couple skits were a little slow. Like they were trying to bring back the old
Yeah.
skits with like the actors that did it, and I didn't find that too funny. But after Amy Poehler and Tina Fey did that bit, which
The
was
questions from
hilarious.
the audience.
Yeah, they had like Ryan
Yeah.
Reynolds.
Yeah.
Like that was funny.
Red-
Like, how you
Blake
doing? He's
Lively
like,
taking
good.
heat.
Why
That's
have
for
you heard
sure.
anything
Yeah.
else?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything? Yeah.
Them taking heat
Yeah.
for being there.
Yeah.
Why?
Because Blake Lively in the lawsuit that she's gone against Justin, whatever his name is, said, and this was only 5 months ago, that she can't even get out of bed. She can't leave. She's had such emotional distress.
Oh, whatever.
And yet they're showing up at an SNL
All
big
those
event and
lawsuits
stuff.
are so petty and full of crap.
But the PR of like the
But they're-
glow of it's even Ryan, especially Ryan Reynolds right now, because I think he had the bigger glow, is wearing off for a lot of people right now.
Absolutely.
Whatever.
Yeah,
I don't
this
pay
is true.
attention to that crap.
This is
It's
true.
all
though.
stupid.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
What was this from?
That was Church Lady?
This is Will Ferrell and
Eddie Murphy.
Anna.
No, but
Oh,
Eddie-
that's a great clip.
Eddie Murphy is
was
Tracy
one of the
Morgan.
best
That was
Excellent.
hilarious.
That
This clip was hilarious.
I missed that one.
so
See,
I
that
so
one's one
good.
that
see,
got
I
cut
think they
off.
did that on something on a Saturday or something.
Yeah, but what was it for? Well, it wasn't for SNL. Was
Yes,
it?
that's
it
an
was?
SNL.
Okay,
That's an old
okay.
SNL characters
Yeah.
that they used to have,
Okay.
Yes.
which is really funny. But there was something on Saturday, I think, like some sort of ball that they did that on.
Oh.
Because I've seen that clip. Because the background's not an SNL background.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not.
So they were doing it. There was something on the Saturday. Oh, there was a concert series. There was a concert
Yeah.
or something that was happening on Saturday, and they did it there.
But
Yeah.
we were busy at the fun spiel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hilarious. This is a great.
I'll have to watch
I
that.
don't know if you can hear that, but
No.
Was that Anna Gasteyer? Yeah. she's
That character,
perfect.
they haven't forgot what they're called, but it is an amazing skit
it was
that they've
so
they've had.
funny.
But yeah, anyways, that Amy Poehler, Tina Fey bit, very funny. And then after that, it got funnier and funnier and funnier. So-
Yeah.
Jamie says 50 years of SNL music.
That's
I
what
think
it
that's
was.
what that
Okay.
was.
The Debbie Downer segment was not good. That was not a good
When
skit.
she's at the bar, she's the bartender. Yeah, it could have been funnier.
Then they brought De Niro and Drew Barrymore in there. I don't know.
Why wasn't it funny?
Jimmy Fallon? I don't know the other girl.
Do you know Debbie Downer?
Yeah.
It wasn't that good.
No, okay, just
No, it was very womp
I know.
womp.
Yeah.
That
she-
skit, fittingly, was a downer
And then-
for the episode.
And like, you know how they brought like Kim Kardashian in for like one of the early ones? With
Oh,
the three
yeah.
sisters. And the
Lawrence
fourth-
Welk show.
Yeah.
I love that.
I didn't love that skit.
The Maharaj sisters or whatever. Oh, I love that.
Kristen Wiig with
Yeah,
those
with
yeah,
tiny
yeah,
hands.
that's right. It could have been
And the
funnier.
funny tooth. Oh, those are great.
Yeah, Will Ferrell.
Lawrence
It
Welk,
could have been
yeah.
funnier. But
That one I liked. Yeah, we brought back Robert Goulet. That one was good. What other ones were
You can
good?
replay it on if you haven't watched it.
Yeah, I have to go back and I do want to go watch it.
We should watch it.
Because the clips I saw, it did seem decent.
Yeah.
I did see that, when Martin Short got
Martin Short's so funny.
taken away by ICE.
Yeah.
Because he's
Yeah.
undocumented and stuff like that.
I'll
give you names.
Canadian.
Yeah. Mike Myers, Jim Carrey.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah, naming names.
Yeah.
The
I'll
whole
give you
crowd
names.
was star-studded. It was
It was
all stars.
incredible.
Yeah.
And that's run by a Canadian.
Yes. The shoe.
Yeah, I actually didn't know he was Canadian.
Lorne Michaels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toronto born, right?
I'm very intrigued to see. The big talk for a couple years has been Tina Fey would replace him
Ah.
as the person to run
Okay.
SNL after
Yeah.
he's done.
They're doing a tour, Amy Poehler and Tina Fey, for the next 2 or 3 months. Fortunately,
Interesting.
not coming to Canada though. Yeah, that would have been funny.
Trade war.
That was, see, as much, that was a height of SNL, I think. With Amy Poehler and Tina Fey and stuff.
Yeah.
But then it fell out, like right after that was the Kristen Wiig, Maya Rudolph,
They were
Bill
great.
Hader, Jason Sudeikis.
Fred
Like,
Armisen.
Funny. They're all funny.
They
Andy
went-
Samberg.
I like them.
I think they were, I don't know how much Tina Fey and Amy Poehler crossed with them, but that, like, there was a stretch there that it was unbelievable. And now it's and then it became hit and miss.
I like it now. I don't mind it. I think
I
there's
like
some
it
good
too.
bits in there.
I love it because
Yeah.
they make fun of all the current events that just happened throughout
Yeah.
the week. It's refreshing.
And I have no problem with Michael Che being like 11 years as Weekend Update.
He's
I don't
I'm
care.
done with
awesome.
them.
I don't
Are
know
you?
why people
Yeah.
don't like him. I love him.
I like
They've
Kenan
done it for
Thompson's
so
still
long.
there.
Yeah.
Move on.
Him and Colin
somebody
just
new.
work well, like together with and they get like their jokes are,
I like when they write jokes for the other guy.
that's right.
Yeah.
When they do, little racy jokes, and it's refreshing again to
Mr. Scarjo.
yeah.
No, I liked the people that were before him are better, and I it hasn't hit for me in a number of years. I'm very happy that I think it's time to freshen it up too. That's one of those skits that it needs a fresh. Like you can't have the same people for 10 years.
Kenan Thompson's been there for like 20
Yeah.
But that's different skits. This
Yeah.
is the same. You could switch. And Kenan Thompson needs to go.
Why? He's Mr. SNL. I love
Yeah.
him.
He is Mr. SNL.
Yes,
Yeah.
he
It's
is.
too long.
No way.
That's the beauty of SNL is the rotation and changing of these people. And you're sad when one goes, but they were so great. And then when they come back, it's such a big deal when they come back because they bring all their other castmates in. And that the beauty of SNL is it's a constant rotation.
I like Kenan Thompson very much.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
And he's like,
He's just a staple. Like
Yeah.
he's a rock. He's steady. You know what you're getting. It's always good.
yeah.
He's kind of grown into that senior member role. I like him.
Yeah. I wouldn't want Weekend Update to change. I'm not ready for it. What? Okay.
I have nothing to say. What do you
Wow,
want me to
fine.
say to that? It's your opinion.
Luke Wilson. Just
yeah.
kidding.
I have nothing to say.
Uh,
I had my thought. You had yours.
Yeah. Kyrie's getting his paperwork done to play for Australia, the Olympics.
What?
Doesn't want to play with Braun or what?
Good question.
Where's
What's
the
his connection?
Yeah.
Wasn't he born there? I
Was he?
think so.
Oh, I didn't know that. So what paperwork do you need then?
Mike Judge wants, or not Mike Judge, Aaron Judge wants to play for the U.S. at the World Baseball Classic. We're talking about that stuff.
He was born in Australia. Did not know that.
You
What?
made me
What are you
question
rolling your
myself.
eyes at?
Can we talk about
No, I
LeBron?
honestly didn't know the
Can we-
connection.
You want to talk about LeBron?
Can we talk about LeBron?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about him, but
It's an all-star game. No one gives a damn about the all-star game. Who cares?
But then why are you in like the photo shoot with your clothes that you walk
Because you
in?
care about LeBron. Clearly,
It
you
just
care
is,
about
that's not
LeBron.
teamwork. Like your ankle soreness.
Okay.
Shut up. You played for like 4 minutes. Get out of here.
I don't want to do this PK Subban comparing the two, but Ovechkin has missed multiple All-Star weekends. He tells people early so another person has an opportunity to do it. Why is LeBron saying nothing, showing up and like, just kidding, I'm not going to do it? Norm Powell, as much as you think Norm Powell may not be a superstar or even a star, it would be his moment to become an all-star for the first time in his career. That's an important step for him.
Because if he announces ahead of time, he still gets ripped. You're not going to praise him for bowing out for someone else.
Yeah,
You're like,
but
you're LeBron James. You should be at the All-Star game. You should be there and represent.
You look way
LeBron's
worse.
going to get ripped no matter what.
Yes, sure. But you look way worse because now you've taken an opportunity from a guy that is not going to be an all-star. It's the first time ever. He got to that level. You know what? Yeah, maybe I should get mine.
Or maybe
Like, to me, it's just ridiculous.
participation
like,
for Norm Powell.
Kidding me? Man, if you become an all-star for the first time in your career, and some guy's like, nah, I'm gonna wait, and I'm not gonna play. I got ankle soreness. I'd be like, blank you.
Yeah,
You know
like
how much
right
that
before
means?
the game, yeah, that wasn't cool. Literally, as he's walking in, the news still didn't break. You know, it's just classless. And I like LeBron.
He can do whatever he wants. Let's be
I
honest.
got
It's the All-Star
lots
game.
of time for LeBron, but I don't like that move because to me, it's like you're taking that spot from somebody else. And you can say whatever you want about the magnitude of the player. It doesn't matter. It's still, there is a moment for other players that don't necessarily get that. That's important for other players.
Sure, but the league's going to be pissed that LeBron's not there and he's doing what's best for
Then-
the league. That's
then-
what, like, people care about
then
LeBron. They
bring
even
him
want to
in.
see him
The other
there.
players,
Then bring him in, dress him up like a mascot, and tell him to go sell something.
This is weird. Him
that's what I'm
dressed up
talking
in his
about.
street clothes. Yeah.
But that's the thing. The whole
Brendan
team
put it
is
up.
doing a shoot, and it's just like he doesn't care. And like, I don't like that. You think like Curry wants to play? He's had some injuries. Like everybody's still putting their best foot forward to.
They're barely
play.
trying out there. They're not putting their
Then
best foot
don't
forward,
try.
though.
That's my argument. Like, come in, put your jersey
And
on.
then, but the difference is LeBron will get ripped more because he didn't try. If he goes out there and tries a little bit and plays 4 minutes, same argument's going to come. He didn't play a lot. You didn't try. Why didn't you give it to someone else?
I don't-
LeBron is like the one thing. He's a catalyst where whatever he does, he gets ripped more than anyone else.
100%, because he's
So?
very polarizing because you can say certain things in different respects to his career. But the whole point of it is that, okay, I play professional basketball for 15 years. My one season where I'm playing at an all-star level, and unfortunately in the basketball world, it's like these are your top 20. Those are the guys that consistently get voted in. And for 1 year, I'm 21. And one of those 20 has the opportunity to let me play. Like, it is BS.
Brent via the inbox says, a player like Powell playing in the All-Star game could mean more money in a future contract. LeBron also taking money from him.
100%.
exactly. Nailed
So,
it.
like, I understand that the NBA wants LeBron, and I'm okay with that. But announce that you're not playing because you need to rest. You're gonna take your lumps. It is what it is. NBA still use them, but allow that other guy, Norm Powell, to be in the All-Star game. Don't be so arrogant that you're like, I'm gonna wait it out. Last minute, I'm not playing.
Yeah,
Now this guy can't do it.
100% agree with
It's
Bellzey
gutless.
on that one.
It is.
But like I like LeBron. He's a great player, but there are things that annoy you. Like he got to go to Super Bowl and be like, "Oh, I have ankle soreness, so I'm not going to play in the game. Like I'm not going to play the basketball game just so he could go to the Super Bowl." Like who else can do that?
Doesn't he bring his own bottle of wine if he watches a game on the sidelines?
He missed
Yeah.
the Laker game to go to the Super Bowl. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
When? Like, he was actually hurt. He was missing some games. He was on the injury report a lot.
they played a team,
And then they
that-
played the Pacers and they won.
I forgot the team that they played, but it wasn't a very good team. And he
Well, the
did
day
not
before
attend the
Super Bowl,
game.
I think, would have been
he was on a
Pacers, was it
plane
not?
to the Super Bowl.
Was it not the Pacers the night before? The Super Bowl?
I could check.
I think it was the Pacers. They won. Or am I getting my weekends mixed up?
Which
wonder if
player
it's the
flew
Jazz.
in with a helicopter to watch? Was it the Jays in the playoffs?
That's nice.
Was it Kadri? You remember that?
No.
I don't.
No,
Someone flew
Yeah.
in a helicopter. Yeah.
But yeah,
I
like
just
LeBron
think-
is, he can do what he wants. Like, there's certain
That's-
players that
that's
can
my
do
point.
whatever they want.
do whatever
Once
you
again,
want.
I'm
And that's
not even ripping
Fine with
LeBron
that.
for
Other
not
players will do
playing.
that. Travis Kelce's flying around
Yeah.
during the season to go be in New York with Taylor Swift. Like, players do that all the time.
Yeah.
He's not missing games though. Patrick Mahomes got a new haircut, by the way. It's pretty nice.
Lakers fan, he's been battling injuries. He's in on a lineup. That's just what he does.
I got zero issues if he plays or not. I got zero issues. This is not where my argument lies. My argument lies is that if you know you're not going to play, give that spot to Norm Powell. still be a part of it if the NBA needs you to be a part of it.
Okay, flips. What if he didn't know? What if he was there on Saturday wanting to play and his ankle truly was bothering him?
Maddie, you can't even say that with a straight face.
No, I'm being serious on that. What if it was a straight up, he woke up on Sunday and just was like, this ankle is actually bothering me. I was hoping that it wouldn't and I could go play.
So
should he force his way through that? Or should he have seen prior that my ankle's still not hurt?
So previous to that, his ankle probably would have been sore, right?
It was.
So then he should have probably informed the NBA, hey guys, there's an opportunity. I might not play. There's a chance I might not play. Make sure there's another guy ready to go, because that is being respectful to the other players in the league.
So then,
because that's exactly what they do in the NHL. So then if he still
plays, then well, you brought this guy out here, and the criticism will, but well, you brought this guy out here then for nothing because you said you might not play, you might play.
Yeah, but at least the other guy gets an opportunity.
But he doesn't if LeBron ends playing.
Oh, it's a lot better than, hey, I'm going to wait till last minute and then
LeBron will get ripped the other way then. Will be that
LeBron's
he's got this guy to come here
what?
for that. So why should he care what anyone thinks then at that point? If LeBron's always going to get ripped, do what you want, LeBron.
Because the Norman Powell argument makes sense. It's like, at least have some courtesy.
Well, he's going to get ripped no matter what.
Then
so
at
who
least
cares?
have some courtesy if you're going to get ripped.
He'd get ripped a lot less if he had that same courtesy.
Exactly.
But now he's getting ripped being like, well,
that's right.
Why wouldn't you allow somebody else to do it? It's true.
He just looks so uninterested too.
Because it's not like, unless you're a superstar of your respective sport, you're not always going to be an all-star. And so when players that are, sixth man of the year type players have an opportunity to raise their level to become all-stars, they want to be an all-star. Unfortunately, basketball is dominated by your superstars, your top 20, which is fine. I got zero issues with that. But if one of you guys is planning to be out, then let somebody know so that next guy can come in and he can have his moment. It's literally what happens in the NHL all the time. Ovi is missed, and he's said, I'm missing. I'm not coming. Somebody else goes in, takes a spot. It's a wonderful moment. It really is.
Flip side of that is the NBA is a much more watched league on TV than the NHL.
What does that have to do with anything?
Business. There's a reason the NBA is higher than the NHL.
There's also a reason why it's lost 47% of its viewers.
And the NHL has lost a lot too. And part of that is also cable cutting. But it still, in the end, has way more money from its TV viewerships and way more TV viewers. So that's the other part to that. That's the other part to that is that the NBA does this, but they're succeeding from the TV perspective, from a business perspective, which is a lot more cold.
Then bring in LeBron and all you want, and have him be part of the show, but give up at that spot.
And then it gets ripped that he's not playing. Why are you there? Why are you taking the shine and the attention away from all these other all-stars when you're not even playing?
It's literally the same argument that's happening right now. You're taking away the shine.
So he's always going to get ripped.
It's your shine, and you're taking it away from somebody else. So it's the same.
Go hang out.
So, get the step in LeBron. Just saying. I know he's your Laker boy.
He is my Laker boy.
Come on.
You're a Laker boy.
You are a Laker boy.
You can still love LeBron and agree with Bellzey and I.
Or I could disagree because that's my opinion.
You're Delulu. Did you take my freaking cold meds?
So I could also have my opinion too. Luca D agrees with me. LeBron was there to support me. It's been a tough few weeks. Shy made us watch a hockey game.
Yeah,
I just it's the All-Star game. No one cares. Everyone's just ripping the All-Star game for being trash, anyways.
I agree, but the players that aren't part of the All-Star game care to be part of the All-Star game because they don't have that opportunity, and it is money that they would lose. Oh, in my contract, if I make it to the All-Star, I'm gonna get a $6 million bonus.
Participation ribbon All-Star.
I really hope they change that format.
They need to go back to the
get out of here.
Well, so let's get the participation going. Let's make sure everyone has a good time. And everyone's an all-star.
Get out of here.
We got Lock Shop in just a few minutes. Dusty, Huss. I think Jake's going to join them as well.
He's there.
I know, but I don't know if they're going to do a 3-shot or are they going to just do a 2-shot. I'm not sure. We'll find out in a few minutes. We've got the Oil Stream, yourself and Hernan.
Yep.
We've got EST Afternoons. We've got the Reed Wilkins Show. That's all to come here in Edmonton Sports Talk. This is the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage. Jasmine, hopefully you feel a little bit more better over the
Thank
next few days.
you. Thanks for putting up with my low energy today, everybody. I appreciate that.
like the
You are
soft
quieter
voice.
than usual.
The soft voice
I like
is
it.
wonderful.
I miss the yelling and laughing
So do
very
I.
loudly.
Oh, you guys.
So do I.
Bellzey,
Yeah.
hopefully the sniffles that you've got, that's the extent of it.
I hope so too.
Hoping for the well. Enjoy Oil Stream later today.
Oh, thank you.
On behalf of Bellzey, Jasmine, Tommy, Brendan, I'm Matt. Thanks for tuning in to the EST Angle, presented by Sentinel Storage live here on your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, Edmonton Sports Talk. Lock Shop coming up in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go.
There you go, right in front of the camera.
First time guest, long time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Zola with here. Joining us today,